Over.
What's going on today? Anything?
Well, people are paying more for serialized soul rings than you would for like a pretty nice used car.
Oh yeah. Here, by the way, Jake, look, per our combo, This is segment 1 is this. And then segment 2, I found this. And then we got 3, 4, and the last one running.
Oh, what is this? Is this in Discord?
Oh, no, I was just showing you my screen.
Oh, I wasn't even, I'm sorry, I was looking at chat, but yeah, I should I should have the screen up. What's up, chat? Okay, I see. So we have some, what is this? Like final.
This is segment 1.
Updated secret layer here.
Yeah, let's take a peek at this real fast. Chat, if you'll indulge us. Indulge us, chat.
So this is the thing that's like about to go away. This is the thing that's like it's about to leave. It leaves in like 3 or 4 days, right?
This is the current secret layer, correct?
So 4 days.
As of watching this, you got 4 days, 5 hours and 21 minutes. We did a review on this.
We did do a review on this. So if you are watching in the future and this happens to be a stream cut, which I don't know if it will be, maybe not.
I don't think it will be.
Yeah, probably not.
Y'all will only ever be the ones that see this. Congratulations.
Yeah, you guys that's right. This is just gonna live here on this stream.
Perks.
It'll exist on a replay.
Perks of being here live, baby.
So it might get like a Bobby Z comment later in the future.
Bobby Z will be like, I saw it and I wasn't live.
Bobby Z is gonna be like, I was here, but I make it a point to watch every video anyways.
I wore my shirt so that hunters won't accidentally shoot me. Who's laughing now, idiots?
Yeah, wait, what is that from?
My head. We got to look at these prices, chat.
I thought that might be Dwight. I was like, is this like a Dwight deep cut that I don't remember?
No, Buzz, absolutely not. But later tonight, we are talking about the Exalted Flamer. So all my Exalted Flamers in chat go, hey, we're looking at the price of the secret layer that ends in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my God, we've got some Flamers. We're looking at what the price is now. Like Jake said, we did the review.
Right.
We did the full look. Originally, layer price of the foils and non-foils bundle,
Travis,
$423. Singles price $1,365.
Okay.
Single price now $467.
Oh, interesting. So we've had a little bit of an uptick then since the original video. Is that what I'm seeing?
No, single price was $1,365.
Oh,
for the items that were in the $424 layer.
Got it.
But since then, we're at $464. It's come down a bit.
Oh, well, that's because all of those cards are adjusting and the market is showing us what it will pay. I see.
I think it's interesting looking at these longer secret layers. Out of the gate, it's like, holy shit, we have got to get on this. I'm looking at value in my face.
But this was a 60-day layer, wasn't it? Kyle Scott with the 4 months.
Kyle, what's up? Welcome
awesome
to
show.
Welcome back to the Token Creatures. Appreciate you.
Wow, so it pays to wait.
Well, it's interesting.
Seems to be. Yeah.
Does it? Because the prices of the layers didn't change. And let's look at the non-foil ones so we don't have any foil, what I'll say, charcuterie.
Well, I haven't ordered a secret layer product in a while. I am gonna get the one that has Stoneforge Mystic in it before it goes away, because that was one that I did want to pick up.
This was the first price of the singles. If you get the non-foil bundle, it would set you back $129 on the secret layer website. It was $182 worth of value. Look at this.
Down to 128.
Look at that, chat. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Now the layer price itself is higher, but those singles out are probably going up and the regular cards are going down.
That's pretty interesting.
Well, these longer layers, dude, you don't really get to see these over time. And Spec, cheers if you're in chat.
Yeah, shout out to Spectre on this one for updating
Mod
these numbers.
Extraordinaire.
Like,
he's been poking me about these numbers for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I was like, I want to wait till the last stream.
Oh yeah, he sent me one message about them. Yeah.
I just wanted to wait until the last stream right before, because the way it timed out is that there was just going to be just under a week left.
Yeah.
And so it's an interesting case study with these secret layers where if it's up over time, what is that going to do to the value? Because this has got to be the longest one ever, right? They just left this up forever.
And I would also be interested if people who ordered day one, did they have this already ready to go? Have people already
Has anybody received their spring super drop? There's got to be somebody in chat who ordered something from the spring super drop. Let me know in chat.
I know that some of the secret layer products have come pretty quickly, right?
Some of them recently, yes. Kyle, what's
David
up?
is saying yes, I got it super fast. Oh, okay.
Yo, we got 120 of you crazies hanging out here with us tonight. Hit that like button, please. Get us up to 69 likes, and then we can get into this in earnest. We got some crazy prices to talk about.
They ship these immediately. Got it.
I'm trying to ease us in like a wave. Ease us into this stream tonight, because right now, Jake, we're talking about prices that have been falling. Singles prices that have been falling. But what we really want to talk about is some singles prices that have been going up. But 4 days left on Spring Super Drop 2023. You know, we know that this happens. This is not like a huge shock, like, oh my god, I can't believe the price of the singles that were reprinted in Secret Lair went down. Amazing! But it does show you how quickly it can happen and how blinding the shininess and the newness can be out of the gate. So as we always say in these videos, if you like it, get it. If you want it, if you like it, get it. It's that simple.
Yeah. And if not, if you don't need it, it will be there.
Peace and love, and it'll be there.
One thing we can say is, at this point with Secret Lairs, unless it's something that has like a super short window, or it's like something obscure where you had to be at a event or a con in order to get it, it's readily available. So some of it is very difficult to find, but yeah, with the new stuff, it will take a while for it to go up in price, I would imagine. Especially something with a 60-day window. It's just going to be, there's going to be a lot of it.
Of the cards,
Party Tree would be good. Yeah.
Of the cards that have been in the quote-unquote Secret Lair set, top 8 of them are all lucky inclusion pulls. Sorry, 6 of them are lucky inclusion pulls. The top 2 are con exclusives. This is that Secret Lair prize, and this is that handout Shivan Dragon that they did. Was this in...
How many of those are there? What does that say? It's
295.
Kind of 295
of 295. Was this... This was Vegas, I believe. Last year, end of the year. As you scroll down...
pretty sweet.
The first one that is an actual inclusion, as far as highest value goes, of one that you could just straight out buy, is the Dragon. It was in one of the original sets. 7. Yeah,
the original 7 sets. It was in Kaleidoscope Killers.
Gnawbone came from the limited Secret Lair.
This one I was so annoyed that I could not get it.
There be dragons.
I was so annoyed. Yep.
You could buy it, but it was kind of tight to buy it.
Yep.
Cat one. And then you can see where we start going down from there.
Yeah, that Kodama's Reach one, if you go back up to that has an insane price, because this came out of Secret Lair Perfection, which was not the original Cat Secret Lair, but it was a Secret Lair that was themed around cats.
Bro.
And yeah, this card is super expensive.
Cat Secret Lairs are crazy. And you know what? We can go ahead. We can go ahead and knock this conversation out, because it's just a small conversation kind of right on the back before we get into our bigger topics. But promos were announced for Pro Tour 2024, regional championship qualifiers, all the like, and we saw these cards. Let me see
I'm
if I
pretty
can
sure
make them
that's a
bigger here.
participation promo, isn't it?
Correct. An offer you can't refuse, Cat Edition. Jace, but a cat on a top tier spell. This is such an excellent one in my mind.
That seems like maybe I want to go to
right
to a qualifier.
I wasn't
and just
thinking
throw
about
anything together, but
now I am. Oh, I'll go register 60 basic islands, grab this, and get out of there.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah,
peace, y'all. Have a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's probably anywhere from, I would have to guess, like $20 to $50 to play in one of those.
Refuse an offer from Kitty Jace 2023 Challenge Impossible. Is your participation reward for this round. Play in an RCQ at a WPN retailer to get one in non-foil, with traditional foil versions available for larger events and exact distribution determined by your region's program organizer. This version of an offer you can't refuse features new work from Miori and Kitty Jace. I can't stop thinking about accepting all offers from Kitty Jace. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if history shows us anything about the secret layer stuff, cat, that does well over time. Man, I was really hoping one of these persistent petitioners or Shadowborns was going to have a cat on it to prove my point.
Is Jace in Commander, for example, is not a super potent spell, but now you have Cat Jace on a spell that is super potent for Commander. So at least Jace does exist on that.
This hits Jace fans. This hits Cat fans. I'm in love with this
Andrew
one.
says, now I have to order that cat single too.
Same, dude. Same. Andrew, I felt the exact same when I saw this pop into our Discord.
The Death Shadow is sweet. The Death Shadow is sweet.
Not the coolest version of Death Shadow that exists now. I mean, I think we've only had the one, right?
But it's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
Only one art. Oh no, we've got a secret layer previous.
Oh yeah.
But this one here as the promo from Matt Sticker. Oh baby. This one's fantastic. And this is actually, non-foil versions are available to top finishers at qualifying events. So this is like a top 8 card.
Oh, sweet.
So this one's going to be even rarer, but not as rare as some of these like crazy handouts you're seeing at regional exclusive stuff like cons. Jake, we need to develop a tier list, like a ranking system for how hard is this going to be to get? Like, have you physically got to go to one place?
Yeah.
Have you physically got to go to any number of places local to you, like within, we'll say within driving 4 to 6 hours, you know? And
sure.
we just break it down from there and be like, now this is in the B tier of hard to get because it is local, but not every LGS.
I'm going to just throw out some wild speculation and say that the non-foil offer you can't refuse is going to be probably about a $30 card on the secondary market. If I had to guess.
$30 non-foil offer you can't refuse.
30, maybe like, it might get as low as 20, but it does have the cat factor, which would be the...
That is the factor.
The cactor.
It's got it's got the cactor and it's got the sactor. That's the spell factor. Or
it's potent. It's good. It's good in a lot of stuff.
The cactor and the sactor, dude. It's got them both.
It has cat multiplier, so I don't think it will dip below 20, especially since you have to go participate in this event to get one. And I do know that
dude, cat multiplier. That's what it is. Yeah. We've got the universes beyond tax. We've got the cat multiplier. We just know these things are going to result in value.
Just so you know, if they ever developed a slot machine that was MTG characters turned into cats, I would play the shit out of that.
We could just leave Jake there, go get dinner, come back.
Like, I'm playing the cat. You guys want to? I think I'm gonna go do the
What do you do at the
MTG
casino?
Cat
You
slot
do
machine.
you do the Corona, right? We'd come back, you'd have 4 empty Coronas and your current Corona.
And I'm just like hitting a vape, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I've
Some old
lost
lady came by and offered me a
$230."
cigarette. I said no. I'm down $200.
Yeah.
RCQ entries $50
Really
in
cool
my
card.
area. Matt
Really
C,
cool
that's
card.
really good info.
Oh, okay. 50. Oh, that was right around what I was guessing. Okay, so $50.
Just to participate, 50. You're gonna have a bunch of people who are like, I don't care about this or want this. I'll just flip it to get some of my entry back. It's actually a really well chosen piece because I think that it's gonna fall nicely in that I wasn't gonna go to the RCQ because it was $50, but you know what? I can sell the entry card and get half of it back.
And if you're sweaty and the format is something that you like, if it's modern and that's your jam, or if it's Pioneer and that's what you're into as well, take your best deck up there. You're going to get the offer you can't refuse, and try to play down a top 8 and get the Death Shadow, which is probably going to be, you know, at least a $50 bill. I would imagine if you have to make it down to top 8 of a tournament that's going to cost probably about, you know, $40 on the low to get in.
Plan 2.
If Matt is saying yeah.
Take a giant stack of $10 bills to your RCQ.
Yes. just be like,
and just all day walk around going, hey, do you want to sell that to me? Hey, did y'all get the entry card? Can I buy that off you?
Well,
Just
what's great as
take
well
a bunch
is
of $10 and just offer tenors. And if people feel like, if they're on the fence, be like, okay, here's 20. If you really think it's going to be like a $25 plus card, and we don't know where this is going to fall, so I'm not saying go pay 20 for this card.
I would say take Joel's idea, take it a tiny step further, and draw a cat on every single $10 bill on the face. And then when you present the 10, say an offer you can't refuse.
Look, you can get a custom stamp for like $8 and avoid having to draw it that many times. And I'm sure there's already like a $3 or $4 cat face stamp that has the circumference of the head about the same as what we're trying to tell you to do is deface.
If you can get people
property.
to just sell them to you for $10 each, just take a bunch of tenors up there. Yeah. That's probably a nice little, not financial advice.
Seriously, I'm going up to the RCQ tomorrow. Oh, nice. What deck are you playing? Oh, dude, I'm going to buy an offer you can't refuse off of every person I can.
Dude, I can see this as like a Tim Robinson, I think you could leave sketch where you walk in, like everybody's like shuffling up. Cards. And then the camera like pans up to the guy at the door. And he's like walking in and he goes, just so everybody knows, I am here to buy all of your cat cards. And
I can
the owner's
see him
immediately like, what are you doing?
Trying to get in between the rows at a big tournament, walking in between rows while people are in the middle of a round, going, hey, are you going to sell that? And they're like, dude, I'm playing right now. Anyway, offer you can't refuse, Death Shadow. There's one more. Regional Championship Secret Lair prize card.
This card is cool. I saw this.
Non-foil versions will be provided to regional championship participants to commemorate their achievement of making it to their region's big event. So look, I've made some shorts about this before, so I think y'all know about. In Japan, they've had these regional Planeswalker championships. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but there's something like the Planeswalker championships. And they offer these really cool promos that end up being the most expensive cards of the year sometimes. If you sort this by price USD, top cards of the year, like this one here, these are the promos that are exclusive over there. And they get those, like this one here. This was a first place finish in the Planeswalker Championship Series in Japan.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. So now we're getting, this is kind of coming back around for us. We've had things like this before, but getting this top finisher Dragon Lord Silumgar, not the most exciting card to me, but it's an interesting card. It's an interesting choice, fairly playable. Cool art.
It's a strong card. There were the rare versions of the dragons that came out, and I believe Fate Reforged, but the mythic ones that came out in Tarkir block were really cool. All of them were pretty strong in their own way, and I do think Silumgar is a strong choice. It's a very strong card. It might not be a card that you think is extremely valuable or anything like that, but it is a cool and strong card.
If I'm remembering correctly,
yeah,
and Zero Wiz, you reminded me of this. This was the one from last year, correct? If I'm remembering this correctly. And so, or last time this was around. This isn't a yearly rotation. But going from Ugin the Spirit Dragon to Dragon Lord Silumgar, step back in my mind and playability from this current cycle. Yep, this
that's
was
okay.
6. Relentless Rats has been on here. I mean, from some of the ones that we've seen it can be. I mean, I'd rather get Dragon Lord.
That Fatal Push is amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. I would rather get Dragon Lord Silumgar than, I mean, Relentless Rats is actually kind of badass, but like Unholy Heat, I'm good on that. Anyway, I thought those were cool.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet. I like them. I like them a lot. The offer you can't refuse. Very easy to get. It's just, do you want to pay the price and go see if you can, make it past that tier and get to maybe the Death Shadow territory.
RJ, what's up? All right, let me take a little water break and wet my whistle. All right, that was our little opening moments, y'all. Tonight we have got 3 main topics that we want to talk about. The prices of Surge foils from Lord of the Rings. The prices of serialized soul rings from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, man.
And then we're going to do a little great pickups segment at the end and look at the prices of some sets from 10 or 20 years ago.
25 years ago.
It was Dominaria United, so whenever that was. Get some water.
Man,
Hafiz, I don't even know what the current bounty is anymore, man.
If the public offer is 2 million, then the actual offer is higher than that.
Probably so. Jank, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, if you're hanging out, we're almost at 200 people hanging out. We love that. It's good to see you. Welcome in on a Wednesday. We've done a little opening chat about some prices of the secret layers still going right now and the con exclusives that were announced. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 69 likes. There we go. We're at 60. Now we're getting there.
Chat, we just had a video come out right before this stream. I don't know if you saw it, but definitely watch it. It is a video about PokeRev opened some Commander Legends, or not Commander Legends, Lord of the Rings collector boosters. And it seems like he got himself 6 boxes, so an inner case, and he was like very hyped on the serialized stuff. And so definitely keep in mind that if you are on the fence about one of these boxes, they're high risk. They're super duper high risk. And we are now getting big Pokemon YouTubers that are pumping the product. He did mention in that video that is his very first ever Pokemon opening. And so that to me was just kind of like, God, did he get this for himself, or did Wizards reach out to him and be like, yo, say you got this, but open this on your channel? And yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild though, and that could affect the market price of these boxes, which have already been creeping up to like 450, like 500 zone. And yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. It's a wild product, and I'm sure Wizards of the Coast is cooking up all sorts of wild ideas of where they can go from here. with something like this. You know, if they're like, wow, look at what Lord of the Rings did, what are we going to do for our next IP? What can we do for something with like a master set that uses cards that are just big and hyped within the MTG community, you know?
Jank, I appreciate the love. Yeah, I mean,
the Sins video was amazing too. Yeah, it was a great video.
Make sure you go watch this video after the stream, y'all. And if you haven't checked out this one with the devil lady on front, make sure you check that one out as well. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Scott. Singles from Lord of the Rings.
It's gonna be a ripe for the picking.
Gals, countrymen and women. Monsters,
dude, I've already been buying
goblins.
cheap doors. I keep buying cheap Doors of Durin. I just know that people are going to turn onto that card. And
all our little hellions.
Yeah,
these singles are going to be so cheap, y'all.
Yeah.
I just feel
Doors
like
of
they're
Durin at
cheap.
$1. I'm just like, yeah, that's a card that people are going to be like, wow, wait, whenever I attack, I scry 2, and then I may put a creature card from the top of my library. It could be literally Ulamog. You can literally just scry into a tapped and attacking Ulamog whenever you attack.
The only problem...
card is good.
The only problem with specking on singles from this set is that it is going to be infinitely opened.
You're right. Doors of Durin might end up being a 35-cent card, but in the future, when I'm 79 years old,
right,
and I'm, scooting around, and I build my mansion, on the doors of the mansion, it will read Doors of Durin because I will have built that mansion on $5 cards that I bought for $1.
That's amazing.
Isn't that the best story? Isn't that the best?
I don't know
amazing story that you've ever heard.
I took an entire semester of economics, and they never mentioned this one time as a strategy.
Yes.
Absolutely,
and they should have
failed me. Did the public school system.
You know what is cool about this set, though, that you have to keep in mind? Reprinting any of it is like nightmare territory.
Impossible.
It's all like nightmare zone.
That's going to be one of the points I make during our Warhammer talk tonight, because it's just like reprinting this stuff is freaking possible, y'all.
You just can't. It's just weird, murky. Like, I don't even know if they end up putting it on the list. You know, it's like, so there are certain things that it's like, even though I'm overly bearish on the $500 box prices, which I do think are way over the top
soon,
does it make me wish I had bought it like $250? Yeah, of course. But when you think about that, there are some aspects of the product that, even though I'm bearish on it, are like positive and bullish, where I'm like, wait a minute, reprinting it is difficult. Even if the one of one ring is found, there are still serialized soul rings, and soul ring is one of the most played cards. So there are 1,900 of those that exist, and soul ring is like the premier commander card, So I don't know. It's a product that it could go either way, but we'll be here for all of it.
Let's talk about some of the most expensive one of one ring or serialized ring cards that you can get with the Lord of the Rings set, and those are our surge foils of our box toppers. Currently, you see here before you, sorted highest to lowest, the surge foil cards from Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, the commander set specifically. They just designate it as the commander set because it's not in the main set, but you can get them in the collector boosters. It's not really something that you can open from any of the actual products labeled commander. But Path of the Dead as Cavern of Souls. Jake, does it surprise you to see Cavern of Souls atop the list with Ancient Tomb and Great Hinge bringing up second and third?
You know, not so much. I mean, Cavern, we talk about this. It has that mythic protection. And then we know how powerful fast mana is. So Ancient Tomb is like the good ballers version of Temple of the False God. And then obviously we know Party Tree is just stupidly good because it's the Great Henge, and people wanted a reprint of that card ever since it came out. So yeah, a Cavern doesn't surprise me. Cavern is really cool, and it's a very thematic, important place. And so, yeah, you have that dual, like, okay, not only is it a really good card that was only ever printed at rare once, and then ever since that they were like, oh, wait a minute, this is a mythic card. It will be mythic forever after Everson restored. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Are you surprised overall at the actual prices that some of these Surge foils are pulling down? I'm seeing completed listings of Ancient Tomb at $550, $400. But then we go to cards like this, and chat, you need to keep in mind, this is pre-order pricing. Some of these are in hands at this point. Everybody's watched a ton of openings, but the actual street date isn't for 2 days from us shooting this.
Yes.
I look at cards like Glittering Caves, which is Gemstone Caverns. There's only 590 plus. Look, Cardinal Middletown said, I'm going for the moon, baby. I'm gonna get that panic buy when all 4 of these sell. Somebody's gonna nab mine for 803. I don't know what's going on there now, but look at this. View sales history, near mint foil for $80.
Yeah,
3 days ago.
Yeah,
and now the only ones listed are 580 plus. So when you're looking at these Surge foil prices for these, this is a variant of the box topper. You can get a regular box topper in any of the boxes, but these Surge foils, to my knowledge, only come in collector boosters. Ridiculously rare pulls. I do see that right now in chat we've got Rip and Shit by Moonshot. Shout out! Make sure you're following Rip and Shit if you're not already. The man
with the most powerful fingers in the multiverse has arrived.
Has opened 1 billion cards. I start talking about cards that are rare to open, and his ears perk up, and he gets dragged by a force to the YouTube to jump in chat.
He says definitely not live. Wink.
Lance, if you can hear me, what is your take on these Surge foils, and how many have you seen? Because I want to know from a person who's been opening this for like hours every day since the very first opportunity you had.
He's been opening it a lot, and I'm pretty sure he has not hit a ton of serialized stuff, but he's done pretty good on Surge foils.
Opened 135 boxes, he claims, and says he's opened between 8 and 10 of these.
All right, I'm gonna start doing some math really quick because
doing some math. You're just trying to figure out 8 out of 135.
Well, I want to think, 8 out of 135. I just want to know what percentage that is if you're jumping in. So say he's opened 10 out of 135 boxes. Okay. So a 7% chance of finding one of them out of that many. So, I mean, 7% chance that you find one of these Surge foils in one of your boxes, if that's on the high end.
And don't look now, but oh wait, these are the Warhammer ones. I mean,
Zach
right now
G,
all of these are
for
popping.
15 months. Thank you, Zach.
All of these are popping. The absolute worst one that you can get, which is pay a snow and 4 tap, suck it, to 4 damage to a creature. No one plays this. People play this for lulls in their snow deck, in their one snow deck.
Pretty rough. That's worse than the Bajuka Bog. I will say
$90,
this, dude. I will say this. I started I did start eyeing a Bajuka Bog. I was like, I might jump in on a cheap foil bog. If I can find one that drifts down to like the 100 range, like once this set is out, I might nab a Surge foil bog, because that's a good card. I've been a fan of that card ever since we started playing Commander, because people started playing Graveyard Shenanigans. We all know how strong Bajuka Bog is. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go splurge and pay $500 for a card. This is why it's difficult for me to like the Surge foil stuff. If there wasn't such a massive influx of like different variants, this would be as special as the expeditions all the way back in Battle for Zendikar, which we talk about all the time. Back then, when you found a rare card, it was a very rare thing. There was like, you had a Scalding Tarn, you had a foil Scalding Tarn, and then you had this ultra pimp version of Scalding Tarn that only came out of Battle for Zendikar, and you had to get super lucky, and it was like 1 in 4 boxes had it.
The fact that there are more super rare things doesn't make the super rare things any less rare themselves.
No,
it just makes them less like special out of their rarity. But that I mean, look at the price. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Well, as of right now, nobody cares.
It's what I asked at the end of that Sims video. How much is too much? Though. It is still pre-sale prices. I was going to reiterate that again. Good point. You got to take these market prices that are set right now are not accurate, because there's nothing to go off of.
You just have people that are like FOMO buying. This is like, they have an idea of what this card is worth, and they're buying it now. They're hedging that in the future people will realize how difficult it is. You have some people that are going to try to put together a full set of these. They're going to try to put together the whole set. And so
that's why
it is going to have that factor.
3 or 4 streams ago, we looked at that tweet of that guy who bought, this is a literal complete set of everything that's ever been in MTG up until this point. They got out right before Lord of the Rings. They saw the year of Commander, Masters, and Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth, and saw where everything was going and went, tap out. I'm done. Can't do this anymore.
Yeah. I just have to think, it is a really cool set for people that want the Lord of the Rings skinned version of these cards.
Sure.
That will attract people. But I definitely see them dropping. Anyone buying them right now, they either don't care about the price, or they're thinking, you know what, I'm gonna get this now because I think it's gonna be more rare in the future. So
Rip and Shit by Moonshot reported opening 3 Swords of the Animist, so the creepy fingers, 2 Urborgs, which is
that's Valley
of Gorgoroth. You opened
what is with those fingers?
They're just some fingers, dude. 2 Bag Ends, which is the Hobbit House. 1 Wasteland, which is the Valley of Gorgoroth.
Oh, that's a good one. I know he opened an Aboro.
1 Aboro. No, that's Minamo. Here's Aboro. Buckleberry Ferry. 1 Core Haven. And then 1 Helm's Deep.
Oh, sweet. Helm's Deep. That's pretty sweet.
This doesn't even have all of them on it. Nope, there's Core Haven. I was wrong. Yeah, so, I mean, not the gigantic ones, but Sword of the Animist, despite this...
Sword of the Animist is a good card.
Right, the Sword is a good card. Sword is a good playable card.
Fingers are weird.
People want fingers. This has got the finger multiplier. There's a cat multiplier. There's a finger multiplier as well, apparently. And so, no, this one's just in there because it's a fantastic card.
Will you look up Hushbringer really quick? I think we need to play Creepy Fingers in the Hushbringer deck. Someone needs to build us a creepy stuff deck, and it needs to have Hushbringer and Creepy Fingers. OG art, okay? Art with fingers.
There's some fingers.
Yes. Okay. There you go. All right, so a Hushbringer deck that runs
this is banned.
Creepy Fingers from
Dark Pact has anti on it.
Oh, there's some creepy stuff.
Those are pretty creepy fingers right there.
How did you find Creepy Fingers?
Man, you ought to go watch my how to search Scryfall video.
Lillian says thanks. I hate it.
So Jake, what's your call on this? Obviously, here on the channel, we do not partake in financial advice. However, do you think that these go the way of the whatever and just kind of these are the prices and they stay here? Or do you think these are going up because they're super rare? You think this is a Mono Lilianas you got here? Or do you think this is just some overhyped prices and they're going to fall back down more into the Surge foil of Warhammer cards range? Now, remember, I mean, but with the Surge foil, sorry to jump in on your answer there, but remember with these, you could just straight up buy these. These you have to pull from boosters.
Will you look up Cavern really quick? I think we should look up Cavern on Scryfall and just look at the different versions of it really fast.
Yeah.
I think that would be...
We talk about this card on the channel more than most cards on the channel individually. It's kind of weird. I mean,
Mythic
you're looking
protection.
Definitely always Mythic ever since the very first version. It got elevated up into that it got elevated up into Mythic on the first reprint in MM3, and it's been Mythic ever since. So yeah, in Ultimate Masters, it got that pimp extended art. That was the first time we ever got box toppers. This was a really important set. Right.
Up until this point, we didn't acknowledge this as extended art, and it has the exact same treatment as extended art. This was originally presented as a box topper. So this was like the first ultra pimp version of Cavern of Souls. And then after that, we got like some regular prints. And then we got that the Zendikar Rising print to the right, which was the box topper version that came out of Zendikar Rising, and this was our a lot of people didn't like this frame. I'm fine with it. I think it's pretty cool, but the art on this Cavern is pretty sweet. But yeah, again, Mythic and hard to find, but Cavern is always used to push a set. Then we got that double masters version, and we got the etched version, and
$80 for the etched version of Cavern of Souls.
Spark says Cavern is overrated in EDH. I mean, but if you have a counter player in your group, having a Cavern to make sure that you can always get your general out isn't bad. But now we have, Paths of the Dead. Really cool art. This time it's in like the full art treatment. This isn't the extended art because it goes down on the sides and above the top of the card. But yeah, it's just another Cavern of Souls. All of these Cavern of Souls prints are good to me. They're all really cool to me. I think they're all neat.
I like Paths of the Dead the most, I must say. It is my new favorite version of this card in particular.
I bet the foil is really cool.
Yeah.
I bet it is really cool. Yeah, and it is huge and modern. It says Grasshopper. That's right.
So looking at the prices, you think this would be like typical? Oh, so you think these prices are high overall?
I think the ones that we talked about that you brought up right in the beginning, Cavern, Tomb, and Party Tree, and Great Henge, those three, I can see those being really high. Those have the biggest pull. But like the ones after that, I think we could see a big correction, because I was already cruising eBay completed listings before we started the video. I was like, you know what have been the big things that have sold? Because I was making the thumbnail and I was like, I want to get a picture of that Elven ring that sold for $12,000 or something. And so I was like, let's look at Surge foils. And some of them have sold, but a lot of them, like no one's buying at 5,000 like some of these people are asking for. No one's buying at like 1,000 a card like it was just a couple days ago. So again, set isn't out. Tons of people don't have their stuff. Tons of people are going to be opening collector boosters over the next couple days. We had the Pokemon hype that just came from PokeRev opening an inner case or 3 boxes from a case. So yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. Insanity. I would not be buying even Party Tree for $17.95. We can even see what Joel is showing us. You could buy it for less. So eBay is where people go to catch fish.
Dude, seriously, this is where you go. You take your harpoon and you take your search foil and you're like,
you're like, who can I find? Who can I find? Ultra rare.
We're going whale hunting on eBay, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna catch a whale with our $1,800 party tree.
Yeah, man, it's very funny actually. But yeah, I saw some listings as high as 5,000, but they were adjusted. You know, if you are first to eBay, say you went to, you know, some sort of pre-release event and the LGS was like, yeah, at the pre-release you can buy collector packs. I've seen that sometimes. If you open a collector pack that day and you are one of the first people to get a party tree and get it on eBay and no one else is there, I always remember my my Tarmogoyf, Joel. You remember when we opened that?
Yes.
That Ultimate Masters box topper Tarmogoyf. I remember opening it and I freaked out and I was like, this is amazing. And then when I went to eBay, I saw that there was not one listing of it. And so I put it up there for $500 and I got an offer for like $470 and I just took it because I was like, these haven't made it to people yet. And I kind of had seller's remorse at first, but now when I look at it and that Tarmogoyf is like 70 or 80 bucks, I'm going, well done, Jake. That was the best move that you could have possibly done. You just sold the card into hype. So yeah, if you are the first person to open a cavern or an Oboro and you're like, yeah, I'm going to bring it here, I'm going to get it on eBay first. Now you have competition.
Check this out.
You have people that caught some fish, but at this point it's it's dropping. Yeah.
Check this out. I looked up completed listings highest to lowest. And I had, look how far down we have to scroll to find one that wasn't just best offer accepted or ended. So we've got ended, best offer, best offer, best offer, ended, best offer, $6.95. Someone paid $6.95 for Lord of the Rings Surge Foil Glittering Caves of Aglarond. That's why I'm saying don't trust market price on TCG Player on these really rare.
5 or 4 days ago.
Right.
4 days ago.
On these really rare cards from these sets, and we're going to have them from now on, I'm just assuming. These don't operate on market price for a little while. So don't look at those prices for this. You can look at sold on TCG Player. You can go to eBay and look at completed listings. But yeah, on the 17th, today's the 21st, $6.95. Yep. Best offer, best offer, best offer. Probably these were people seeing like a $400 offer for a card and going, okay.
Or maybe 500. Yeah. But definitely below the ask.
Below the ask. Here's a $600 sold straight up. Another Glittering Caves of Aglarond. Best offers, best offers, best offers. Here's one, Jake. 17th, $500 for a Surge Foil Balin's Tomb.
Yeah, I still feel like Ancient Tomb from Battle for Zendikar is cooler and more rare. But it is a Lord of the Rings skinned MTG card. So for the MTG Lord of the Rings fan, that card could be like the top thing that they want from the set. You know? They could want that more than the Soul Ring.
This one's a shocker to me. This sold yesterday. I guess it's just because it's Fanghorn Forest. It's just a very famous location from the.
Sure. I mean, you heard how I perked up when I heard that Lance opened to Helm's Deep. You know, Helm's Deep is such an iconic spot, you know?
Right. But like Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, if this card is
Tolkien tax, that's right.
If this card is $8, I'd be shocked. But it's because it's Fanghorn Forest and it's this Surge foiling.
Right. Exactly.
Yep, $500. Anyway, Surge foil prices are really expensive. If you're watching this after the fact, let us know in the comments which one you're trying to buy.
Yeah, I'm interested, like I said, in the Bajuka Bog. If I can get it for a good price, I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm going to wait about 2 to 3 weeks after the set comes out. That's when I'm going to start poking around, and then after that, I'll come back after like a month, and I'll scoop up the super cheap stuff, because I know that like the base set, non-serialized, non-surge foil, non-soul ring cards.
Yep.
Even the most pimp versions of those are going to go through a huge adjustment. So when you're seeing like those showcase versions of stuff that are like $20 now, I would bet a lot of that stuff is like 8 to 10 or less in like a month. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. But if I'm spending like $500 on something, bro, I'm buying like, and it has to be MTG. I'm either buying some sealed product or I'm buying reserve list. I would complete my dual lands first. I still haven't completed those, so I would probably put it toward that. It's just my idea.
So Jake, we've talked about surge foils.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you fall on some of the prices that we're seeing for these serialized soul rings?
Let me grab a drink really quick.
Yeah. We'll get into this topic in a second.
Sounds good.
Chaticus! Hey everybody, thank you for hanging out. We're going to talk about these serialized soul rings next. We're going to talk about great pickups from 2 recent sets. If you haven't yet, hitting that like button helps us out more than you can know. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, consider it. Just consider it. If you want to support me in my other efforts, just drop the link in chat. That's my gaming channel. Go over there and subscribe. Do you think we can get to 169 likes tonight? Maybe. We'll see. But if we can get 69 likes on the stream, that's always a good night in my mind. And anytime we get more people hanging out over there while we're playing some video games. Man, we did some Fortnite. After we did this game called Battle Bits. Anybody seen this game, Battle Bits? I tried it again today. It didn't go as poorly today. I tweaked some settings. But it was not what I wanted it to be. But it was a good time. Non-serialized Dwarven Soul Ring. Which direction are we expecting the non-serialized Soul Rings to go? I don't know. TNR, you did win a $5 gift card from that game. Last night on the gaming stream, we... here's that channel link again. Last night on the gaming stream, I bet chat $5 Amazon gift cards. I had to win games. And if I win, I get to keep the $5 gift card. If I don't, everybody, well, not everybody, but somebody in chat's getting a $5 gift card to Amazon. It was a fun time. That one game wasn't fun. Can't believe we couldn't get that win in Fortnite last night. Darren, the spawns were what killed me. It was ridiculous.
I don't know.
Hafiz, no, we're not doing any... It was...
Why?
We're not doing any box openings from the Lord of the Rings set. That's kind of the shortest answer of that. These prices are just tough. I just can't. It's tough.
Yeah, there's a lot. They're just so expensive. But first, we need to get to 169 likes. We currently have 247 people watching, and so using your finger, you can click your mouse on the button to get to 169 likes. Yeah, they're very expensive, and I do believe that a lot of people are going to open these and take a big old L, who just go in for the single box. And so I would encourage people to buy this if they're just stoked on Lord of the Rings and they're really excited to get some flashy versions of cards, and they don't care about making their money back or breaking even, because no one's going to be finding these serialized cards. I think that big openings are going to find them, people that are able to do mass volume of openings, people that are doing box breaks and stuff that are like doing like $40, you know, like 1-pack gamble. Maybe like a tenth of a percent of those people, you know, or less, are gonna get super lucky and hit the snipe of a century and go home with one of the serialized cards. But for most people, you know, just buying a pack for $40, you're gonna probably come out, you know, behind. So just know that if you are planning on buying one of these packs. Yeah, I mean, Amano is the same kind of thing. We opened so many boxes, we found so many fun foil planeswalkers, but we never found Amano. So it's like, you know, at least some people are finding serialized cards. If you find one of these rings, it is a valuable one. That the serialized ring, it's so hard for me to gauge these prices. Like, someone paid $12,000, or an offer was accepted for $12,000 on the Elven Soul Ring. And that's crazy. 11 of 300.
Yeah, let's take a look at that
Very
card.
attractive number. I mean, it is pretty cool.
So I'm seeing in chat, Rip and Ship, friend of the channel, go follow Rip and Ship by Moonshot if you're not on YouTube, saying that this 12K or best offer Elven Soul Ring, the offer was 6,600 that was accepted.
Oh.
Now, we were looking at this one just a second ago. Let's look at the original listing here. This one has got 11 out of 300. Other than being a double number, it's not particularly like one of the hottest numbers to pull.
It is cool, though.
It is cool.
11, like, somebody who likes that number, like, maybe that's their good luck number. 11 might be the card for them.
Right, but that could be said of any number in the 300. I mean,
Yeah,
if
you
217 is their lucky number, maybe that number's worth it to them.
That's no one's lucky number. 11
it.
can be a lucky number. 217, I don't know.
Well, regardless, 6,000.
That's my position.
6,600 is a lot for a soul ring that you can get for like $1 nowadays. 3,000. This one sold 653 of 700.
Yeah.
Serialized Dwarven Soul Ring.
3 G's on a serialized Soul Ring, man.
Rip and Ship. How many have you pulled? Have you pulled a single one? People in chat very angry about
like 5,
people.
I believe.
Okay.
He pulled an Elven one, I believe, too.
People very mad in chat about people who have 217 as their lucky number, calling them idiots. Let me pull up.
Lance, was I wrong? Did you've hit some of the non-serial one? Oh, I got it. Got it.
It's hard to see. Here, let me just open this in browser so we
Dude,
can zoom
even the non-serial ones are going for like 600 for the elf. Because there's only 3,000 of them that exist.
6,600. Just an insane price.
6,600.
I mean, even some of these down here, 113 for 2,500. I mean, you're cracking 2 G's if you hit any serialized human soul ring. Wow.
Yeah.
Just any random one.
Yeah. And this, like, I would like to speculate on what I think these prices are going to do. It's hard for me to determine because it's Soul Ring.
That looks painted on to me.
The serialized stamp?
That is very strange. No, the Elven text. Yeah, the serialized, the 534 out of 900. Just looks strange to me.
Yeah, these, I mean, if people are paying
That's
it,
just how they look, huh?
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna pay $2,000 for an MTG card, I would just put that toward like some big Legends staple that I don't have, like another Void or something. I just don't understand buying something that is, you know, printed in 2023 that is this expensive. What's fun about this video is it's gonna serve kind of as like a time capsule in the future. People will be able to come back and look at the prices of these cards as they are now, and we'll be able to see in a month whether we were right or wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Hidetsugu Red. I wonder if we could find that chart on TCG. Can we find the red Hidetsugu chart on TCG?
Yeah.
Joel is the navigator here. Shout out to the navigator. But even Hidetsugu Red, I think it topped out at like 3,000 and then it trended back down to 1,500. And it was extremely, extremely expensive.
We're looking into 1,200. We got sales history here of 1287 multiples.
So that card got up extremely high. I remember seeing it when it first came out on eBay. What is its 1 year chart? Oh yeah. Yeah, so
1927.
Okay, so right around 2000s as tracked on TCG, and then a big, I mean, if this was a stock and you were buying these at 2000, you would be really, really sad at your investment.
For sure.
Looking at it now.
Right. But so, I also want to remind everybody that this card is not a real card. This is not played very much.
Oh, it's like as far as like, being a good card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not going to see this very often. You're not going to, I mean, it's just not a card.
It's just rare for the sake of being rare. It's like an experiment. It's like somebody's like weird test tube experiment.
This is a card.
This is what I came up with. Yeah.
I wanted to look at these because somebody in chat was asking what our outlook was on the non-serialized versions of these. If I'm saying this correctly, chat, correct me. Jake, correct me. If I'm saying this correctly, there were only 9,000 of these human soul rings, non-serialized, let out into the wild.
Yes.
And so knowing that there are 9,000 of these in existence, and this is the one that has the most. The dwarven one has fewer, the elven one has fewer.
It's based on the number of people that there were in the fellowship of each of those different races. Annie's back there going in my ex. Wasn't it?
That's not what it was based on. How many kings were given rings?
Oh,
9 for mortal
might
men.
Be.
Name 9 humans in the fellowship.
I was wrong. What?
It's interesting to me.
Annie says Legolas only talks to Frodo once in the whole trilogy.
Well, good.
Directly.
Good. He's creepy.
Joel says good. He's creepy.
There is a $325 precedent here. I'm not saying that it's going to be where the price starts, but that's pretty high right now.
All right, love you. Bye. See ya. Break a leg. Have a good show. Get out of here.
$325 for the human one, $600 for the dwarven one. I mean, this ended. We got a $290 price for Soul Ring Dwarven non-serialized. I just have to feel like these are hype prices, especially for the non-serialized. And
yeah,
it seems a little I'd be steep. Trying to throw these out ASAP. I mean, I would be doing the same thing for my serialized as well. If I got like one of the top 3 of the Surge foil box toppers, maybe we're holding that. But this, I don't need a soul ring with a number on it, especially if something
$12,000.
Dude, yeah. I will give you 6,000. How much did it sell for?
Yeah.
I will give you 6,600 reasons why I don't need this card.
Yeah,
I have Soul Ring in all my decks.
It's like such a nice such a nice payday for just opening a box.
Yeah. Serialized.
Time says bye, Annie.
Serialized prices. Serialized prices on the rings. Surge prices on the box toppers. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of FOMO. Be careful out there. Be happy with your decisions. Once you've made your decision and you've passed the point of no return, don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. I can't do any more. We're going to get DMCA'd. But
I don't know how much the serialized thing can last. I do think it was wise of them to dial it back massively. And they did. They were like, well, because what they did was...
Did they dial it back? I feel like we've only gone surging headfirst cannonball style into the deep end.
I just mean in volume. They dialed it back massively in volume. As far as from March of the Machine, which brought 35,000 serialized cards. This set brought only 1,901. So a lot less serialized cards, but it is a very notable card. Yeah.
1,901 cards are serialized in this set.
Yeah, I mean, if the future sets have fewer serialized cards that are more notable, meaning we don't get like a bunch of uncommon serialized cards like a March of the Machine in that Multiverse Legends slot. Like if, for example, they decided to just do Jeweled Lotus in the upcoming Commander Master set, that could be a route. That could be a way to not put too many serialized cards each set into circulation, and maybe they could have their cake and eat it too. They sell a bunch of boxes and they're able to keep doing the serialized thing and keep it special, but you just don't want people to get burned out on it. And I fear that, Do you think that we'll see serialized in Commander Masters? I don't think so, because we already saw those big crazy textured foil like coming off the card versions of
whatever they're called.
Yeah, whatever they're called. We saw those. And so maybe we don't see them there, but we haven't seen everything about that set. So they could be like, but also surprise, in the Commander product, there's a serialized version of Jeweled Lotus and there are only 1,000 of them total.
Yeah, dude. So, well, that's the next stop is we'll just put 1,000 serialized something in every set.
In everything.
Yeah. Why not?
Just put one serialized thing, because if they're like, okay, people are complaining about 35,000 in a set. Maybe that's too many. Maybe we should have just done 1,000 Ragavans or something like that. 1,000 attracts us. And then they're like, okay. Let's go back to the drawing board. 35,000 is too many. How about we do 1,900 soul rings? We're going to make it based on all of the kings that got rings or whatever. Then they're like, okay, 1,900 is a nice dial back. What if we just do one card, 1,000 copies, call it a day? 999 copies. Because we like the templating. We don't want it to go over. We don't want it to be a big long thing on the bottom. We'll just do 999.
999.
And then they're like, 999 Jeweled Lotuses, 999 J-Los. And it has a different art than the textured thing. It's its own thing. It's an
actual picture of Jenny from the block.
Then you only have to contract one art piece ever per set.
You're saving them money. You might get it. You might be careful. You're going to get a job offer.
They would never do it. They would never do it because they get all these free consultations just by lurking the channel. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. You commission one special art piece, you do 999 copies, one serialized card per set, and then you still have that big chase that's going, and then you do this surge foil thing in the background where you have special versions of the cards that are very rare as well. That way people don't feel like they're shafted, and they can hunt multiple things. Because when we go on Foil Quest, we're searching for that foil opportunity. We're trying to find the specific alternate art planeswalker, and then it needs to be the right one. Right. So if they can go serialized hunting, they can go box topper hunting, they can go surge foil hunting. Like, it's all about how many different things can we put in there that have their own value and their own rarity where it's like, even if they don't get the one of one ring, then they're still excited that they got something, you know?
It's the hands on a screen era, pal. They want big openings. They want cards that flick, 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 flick. Oh!
That's right. Exactly.
Like a like a Muppet head just going, like that Kermit freaking out gif. Dude, and so you need a couple of different options for people to hit and go.
Imagine a stinky foil where it's like once you like break the seal between these two cards, you're like, damn, I just got a fucking stinky foil. Like you move it and it's like,
fucking weird. Smell this, bro. Oh my god, stinky foil. Oh god. Get some fart sound effects,
dude. Yeah, it's like when you open it, you need to be there because it stinks so bad when you open it. And you only know when you break the seal.
It's like,
and it's like, dude,
salts.
I threw up on my stinky foil. Like
stinky foil, serialized 3 of 3 for sale now, $12,000.
The thumbnail is like you cringing and you're like, it stunk so bad.
Died from the smell.
Yes, I accidentally threw up on a Gem Mint 10. Oh, stinky foil fail.
Oh, guys, make sure you catch my last video where I opened up a stinky foil ancient tomb.
And I failed because I threw up on it.
I puked all over my cavernous soul stinky foils.
Yeah, so there's one direction they could take it, and that is free financial advice.
Oh. Yep, wizards, go ahead and write that idea down. It's like those smelling salts you can break open under a person's passed out nose, but you crack the collector booster pack open, and you know immediately if you got a stinky foil.
Oh my gosh, I need to. My dad hit his head. We need to try to wake him up. I don't have any smelling salts. Wait a minute, Kevin. Don't you collect MTG cards? I do. Don't you have any of those Masters sticky foil? Yes. To crack it in front of him. Oh my God! What happened? You were cooking tomato soup and then you slipped and hit your head really bad on the kitchen countertop. But Kevin's stinky foil from Commander Masters was able to wake you up, and you're fine now. Thanks, Kevin. How much is it to buy that? $399 a pack.
Guys, welcome back. Today we're hunting sticky foils. We know immediately if we got a sticky foil because we won't be able to get the wrapper off.
Oh God.
Oh, I ripped a Gem Mint sticky foil Force of Will in half.
God, sticky foils. This summer 2029, we're bringing you sticky and stinky foils in the same pack.
Say hello to Jumpstart Stinky Sticky Foils. Open up a stinky pack, open up a sticky pack, and good luck shuffling them together.
Oh man, well that's a fun. I think we kind of took it into
all right,
a pretty serious territory there that I don't think people realize that it could get there.
Yeah, I think
if we're not careful.
Honestly, we want to apologize to everybody in chat. We understand that you kind of come here for a lighthearted, more relaxed, casual, mature atmosphere, and what just happened is the result of them showing off a new product they have coming out next year called Wacky Packs, and I'm not supposed to talk about this.
That's it. Stop talking about Wacky Packs.
We did sign an
NDA. Have a potential sponsorship coming up.
Wacky Packs.
Stop talking about Wacky Packs.
Shout out to Coast for that joke.
You know what I think we could do though? That high gloss photo paper. That way it's not actually sticky, but like the card will just be terrible to like every time you touch it, it'll like get kind of stuck to your finger. And so maybe that's how they do sticky, like in an unset.
Can you imagine cards made of aluminum foil? Like the thickness of aluminum foil that can like accidentally rip a little bit, or these are our aluminum foil packs.
Oh man. God, that sounds crazy. I do like stinky foil though. I think that could be fun. Is like you open up a pack and immediately everybody at the draft pot is like, we got a stinker over here. Someone's like, did you fart or is that a stinky foil?
Hi everybody, we're
like,
Jake and Joel on behalf of Secret Lair MTG. You've heard of stinky packs and you've heard of sticky packs from Wacky Packs. But what we'd like to tell you about today is our upcoming collaboration with Reynolds Wrap aluminum foil. You soon will be able to open serialized aluminum foil MTG cards for Modern Masters 2024. Jake, tell them more.
Will you be able to find the big card or will you be foiled again? You'll have to find out when Reynolds Wrap collaborates this summer with Magic the Gathering and they bring us foil cards for the first time, featuring cards like iconic cards like foil from MTG. Reynolds Wrap is going to be the new standard MTG sponsor.
What we really wanted to do with this set was lean into summer vacation. We know people enjoy cheeseburgers, hot dogs wrapped in aluminum foil, and so we thought, why can't we bring some of that fun to the picnic table?
Reynolds Wrap, Magic the Gathering, a no better, more iconic duo in history, featuring cards like foil. Will you find the big hit, or will you be foiled again? Reynolds Wrap, Reynolds Wrap, Reynolds Wrap. Secret Lair.
Go hunting for the one-of-one aluminum foil. God, I just think the idea of trying to open up a whole pack of aluminum foil cards is hilarious to me. I don't know why that's so funny.
You're like kind of like cutting your fingers a little bit, and you're like trying to shuffle through.
Like
and...
if you just move your finger wrong off of the whole stack of them, just kind of like weirdly bend in one direction. Yes. You're like, shit.
God.
Featuring cards like Wrap in Vigor, Wrap in Flames, Silk Wrap, Illusory Wrappings.
Oh, Secret Layer aluminum foil. Is that what this is?
They don't come bent, and they also don't hold heat.
Wait, I think we're onto something here. Ripjaw Raptor.
Wizards employees in chat just
they're like, there's a secret layer Reynolds Wrap, and they're like, are you really gonna pitch that tomorrow? And he's like, no.
My brother is John Reynolds. We can make this happen.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, let's talk about some great pickups.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna take a 2-second bio before we do this.
All right, that sounds good. Oh. All right, I'm doing a poll here, everybody. We're doing a poll. Stick around. Stay tuned. We're doing a poll. God, if I'll tell you this, if I ever do like solo streams, nothing is gonna get done. We're just gonna do polls. All right, here we go. One second here. We got a good poll coming. Here we go. Okay, everybody, if you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. Here we go. Derek says here for polls. I love it.
How we doing? Oh my God, glitter bomb packs. I want to mix it. You have a 50% chance of opening a pack that spritzes you in the face with a little bit of water. And then you have a 25% chance to open up a glitter bomb. So we're pretty much aiming at a high percent chance of if you open the water and you open the glitter bomb, you got sticky glitter everywhere. And that's not to even mention the fact that we're going to seed sticky cards into these packs.
And stinky cards. All right, here we go.
Aluminum foil cards are for outdoor play. That makes sense.
We got a good poll going here. 4 options. What do you think about Doors of Durin and Commander? 35% good. We got 10% no. 18% I'll tell you in chat. And 36% maybe it has a chance. Sticky polls. Don't search that.
Nobody type sticky polls in Google, please.
Darth says it's lame. That's my poll answer. Okay.
Whenever you attack, scry 2, then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it on the battlefield tapped and attacking.
LaQuinn says it looks awful. Oh God. Levi says it's too late for me. All right, have a good night. But you always got tomorrow.
Jake, what was did you want me to bring up a third set from 40K and
Oh
D&U?
no, I was just one card I brought up was which was kind of like my entire contribution. Oh my God, was City on Fire. It was like City on Fire is a card that had a lot of hype and has since fallen to a much more reasonable price. And even though it costs a lot, it does have Convoke, and it is a big splashy enchantment, even though it's just a rare.
Yeah, this one was way hyped.
MTG Gaming Bob, exactly.
And now it has fallen.
People be paying 5 mana for cards. Sometimes. I do like that it's in the colors for you can ramp to it, which is good.
Chat, want to talk about great pickups here at the end of June. We're looking back to the end of last year and what probably feels like 10 years ago. We're looking at 2 sets, Warhammer 40K and Dominaria United. Strange one to go look at, but there are some good picks in there. And that set had a lot of hype, and now that hype has died down, and that's why we look back for great pickups. Jake, the most expensive card in this set, have you already looked at these prices? I want to know if you're going into these price-wise cold.
No, from the Warhammer stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, one of them was a card that we actually reviewed being one of our favorites, and I'm actually not surprised that it's extremely expensive.
Well,
and it's Shadow in the Warp.
What do you think this price is at this point? That's the big question, because I think this is going to shock some people. The singles of this Warhammer set.
Is this the Surge foil price, or is this the normal?
We're looking
this
at
is just
normal
version?
We're not looking at surge foils on these. We're looking at normal priced.
Okay, I haven't looked at it, so I'm gonna guess if it's at the top, I'm gonna guess it's at least $20.
Shadow in the Warp is available for $8.
Oh, $8. Oh, okay.
$8 is the
so a
most.
lot of these are very cheap.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I had to come here tonight and talk about great pickups because this Warhammer set is full of them. And look, we've talked about with these Universes Beyond sets, the reprintability is epically low.
Yeah.
Shadow in the Warp, $8. It won't be $8 forever. I don't know if it's going to get down into the 5 range, depending on where everybody else's money's going with all the crazy stuff that you can buy right now.
Yeah.
But Shadow in the Warp is such a playable card, y'all. I can't tell you how good this card is. First
Do
creature
not stick
spell.
your fingers in your eyes, though.
No, don't do that. You might see purple fangs. $8
don't do
for
that.
that one. This one, and they shall know no fear. 2 mana instant, indestructible for a creature type.
Yeah.
This is only a $6 card right now. That name, I don't even know if you can reprint this card outside of just keeping those Warhammer cards in stock. And that should be noted in this video where we talk about great single pickups. The hype for these out of the gate was insane because people thought they weren't going to be available. You can still go to Amazon today, June 21st, 2023, and buy these decks off Amazon for like $189.
For all of them?
Yes.
Gotcha.
These singles just keep getting lower right now. The reprintability is very low, and that's kind of where I'm at on this set because there's stuff in here that are actual reprints, Skull Clamp, Hardened Scales. These prices aren't the ones we're looking at, but the cards like Celestine the Living Saint, Flying Baby Sun Titan here.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are the cards that you will let 2-3 years go by without thinking about this set, and then you'll go, oh man, there was that perfect demon from that 40k set that I wanted. It was a big chonky boy. Oh yeah, Bloodthirster. How much is that card now? Oh, it's $25 because it hasn't been reprinted since these came out
it like
in 22.
can't be reprinted. Yeah.
This is one where I don't know. It's a question of IP, right? Where the crossover is.
I would really love to be able, and we will, in the future, we will look back, but it will take years
for sure
to look back and see what these actually do. Because, the variant era, or whatever you want to call it, started with Throne of Eldraine collectors when they brought us the deluxe collector's edition and the first iteration of collector boxes. And we still are not that far out from that. It's only been like, I guess, 3 or 4 years. And so, we have to see where this all goes, in 3 years, 5 years. What will Magic be like in 10 years? What will it have come to? Where will we be? Will it just be any card that isn't serialized is a nothing burger? We don't know.
No expensive cards that aren't Surge Foil stinky cards.
Yeah, exactly. Sticky foils.
If they're not sticky foils, I want them out of here.
Oh, Morrow did say on his blog, if they need to reprint any of these, they do reserve the right to do a universe version at any point in the future. Oh,
that's good.
But only Secret Lair exclusive Universes Beyond will have. Oh, interesting.
The specific art and specific names. Because that's what I was going to say. Like the IP issue here. It's why on the Secret Lair cards from Stranger Things, they reprinted those in an actual set, in a real, as I feel like Innistrad characters, if I'm not incorrect about that. But they didn't put the Secret Lair Stranger Things. They didn't put the Stranger Things characters, the kids' names were not on there because of because of the IP licensing contract and how all that worked. And so when you look at Blood for the Blood God, this is a $2.50 card right now, y'all. Instant speed. 8 creatures need to die, and you only cast this for 3 mana to draw 8, deal 8 to each opponent. Yeesh.
This is just something that you do in response to board wipe.
This is a $2.50 card, but this IP, Blood for the Blood God, how they reprint that is probably non-existent. They've probably just, and like Food Time is saying in chat in Mara's blog, he's talked about, they just go the route of, well, we'll also word it that we can make mechanically identical cards with a different name and just sell those on the side. I mean, look out for the 2026 set, Universes Within. And it's just a full reprint set of Universes Beyond cards, but as MTG IP. Telling me you wouldn't buy that? Everybody would buy that. But if you want Blood for the Blood God, that ever being reprinted again like that, Celestine, Gearson Starn, Shadow in the Warp, Bloodthirster. Is Bloodthirster a Warhammer IP thing? I don't know anything about Warhammer.
Probably, I would imagine, yeah.
I would think so. It's not just a generic demon that they slapped into this set. I'm assuming that it is a Warhammer IP thing. Okay, cool. Thank you. Levi's, and I'm with you.
Sorry, I have to turn up the air really quick.
He's got to turn off the air. Air's going to get turned off. Yeah, Levi's, I'm with you on that. I really Universes Masters, it doesn't have the same, it doesn't roll off the tongue. Beyond Masters, Beyond Masters, I could get down on that.
Started feeling quite arctic.
No worries. Well, you got winter orbed.
I got winter orbed.
So I think that right now the Warhammer 40k singles are on nobody's mind because this is a bottle rocket product that fired hard. Everybody had a shit ton of fun with it. And then the next thing came out and everybody hard moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And with these Commander products, you see the crowd move on even harder because at least the standard and Masters sets go into modern and they, we talk about those cards forever if they break into constructed play. We're not talking about this product forever. All Commander players are ever talking about, and I'm speaking as one and a creator of content for them.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing. What's next? The next thing. What new Commander? Oh, did you see the new Commander card that got spoiled? Oh, did you see the face commanders for those precons? What's the next Commanders? What's the next Commander? We're not really ever talking a ton about, man, let's go back to Warhammer Standard.
Yeah.
Because there's no seasons for Commander. Maybe there should be. But I digress.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40k, this is kind of a generalized what to buy. The singles from this. The most expensive one is $8.27, and I'm telling you, this enchantment is that good. Is $8.27 good.
We were so absolutely dead on with this card. This was on our top pickups from this set. And we don't really have time to watch a ton of other people's videos of their picks. So, it's like this is exactly what we expected. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. This is in red green, meaning if you're playing Mana Dorks, you can get this online as early as turn 2.
Even if you play this on turn 3, your 6 mana commander can now be played on turn 4, provided you've not missed a land drop.
It's just beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's the most pesky permanent type to deal with. So it's like
skip commander tax once. Good point. Food time. It can be looked at in a lot of different ways.
Exactly.
Passive ancient tomb for no life. Passive soul ring on the battlefield that you don't have to tap, and provides you passive upside by dealing damage to opponents casting non-creature spells.
Yep. It's essentially like a 3-cost mana dork that isn't a creature. It just gives you two free mana.
I've played the Warhammer decks 3 times. By played the Warhammer decks, I mean I played the Gruul one 3 times, the Tyranid one 3 times, and Shadow in the Warp was my single favorite card that I cast that entire game. That card's just really good. The point is these singles, $8. Exalted Flamer. All my Exalted Flamers in chat say, hey. We got $7. I mean, the cards are cheap. This is definitely one of the ones to look at. The other one. Would you be shocked looking at Dominaria United? Let's go back to September of last year.
I forgot that this set exists.
I know everybody did. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna actually take a look at these
this
collector boxes.
9 months ago, chat. 9 months ago. We got Dominaria United. Timeless Lotuses at the time were selling for $20 plus. Jake and I said, wait till they're between 10 and 15. Can I show you the price of Timeless Lotus?
So
it's
this
$13.
Yeah. Now this box does not have serialized cards, but it has Lost Legends cards, meaning stuff from Legends, in theory, as good as Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale or Moat, should be in this product. So like very old, minty, fresh versions of stuff should be in here, but no serialized cards. And these boxes are, God, I'm seeing some of these boxes as low as, this one's marked at $219, but it is on sale for $150. So, I mean, that's pretty wild. But a lot of this stuff in this set is very cheap right now.
Very playable cards that were way too expensive. I mean, do you remember the pre-order prices on Shivan Devastator?
Or Devastator? Yeah. I know, right?
Unbelievable. $25, $30, $40 I was seeing some people sell these for. Even the game day promo is only $23 now, and this is down to a $6 card for the extended version. And look, we're not knocking this card. I've played this card in Commander multiple times. It is fantastic. It can really be a clutch piece. Haste flying as much as you can pump into it, that can be a fantastic top deck late game, and I'm speaking from experience. But it wasn't $40 good. It was the first preview card case buys. That's a great point. But I think people saw Dragon, Mythic, Shivan in the title, X in the casting cost, flying and haste. Mythic from heaven. And it just wasn't that. Plaza of Heroes, remember this being a $20, $25 card? And people going, is this going to go up? Should I buy one before it goes just up? $7. People asking me if they should sell theirs at 20, and I'm going, yes.
Price. I do like that. I do like that it held there.
Yeah.
That seems like a reasonable price.
It's a good, very playable card. Again, speaking from experience, people are like, you're really going to want to leave 3 mana up? No, but you know how often 3 mana can get left up in games?
It just gets left up sometimes. Right. It just gets left up. I think because there's so many different schools of thought on how Commander needs to be played, that have like people that are coming from a casual perspective. You have some people that are coming from a competitive perspective.
Right.
And so, yeah, you just have different takes on cards that are coming from all sorts of different perspectives based on different metas and stuff. And so you just have to say, is this card good for me? I do see some people say stuff like Temple of the False God is overhyped. And I have had some times where Temple of the False God is a card that is dead in my hand or doesn't activate. But I will say that it's typically rare.
Yeah,
but I can see how some things, it is always good to take different considerations into what people have to say and what you can learn from what they bring up. So.
That sounded like a good life tip. It's always important to hear what people have to say and think about what their perspective could mean in the context of whatever's happening.
Yeah,
I don't know how we got there, but we got there. Jake,
somehow we got there, dude.
Talk to me. Just a little tangent. It happens. Talk to me about what price you think. What is your price memory of Liliana of the Veil? In your head, somebody goes, "What's a good price for a Liliana of the Veil?" $30. I know. I'm talking about price memory, not what it's at. I just want to know. And chat, answer me too. What do you think is your price memory for Liliana of the Veil? Oh, you want 4 of that card? It's going to cost you X each. You say $30.
Well, I remember when it was massive, but like the last time I remember checking it was probably at like $30
and that
for
was
a
after
non-foil.
That was after DMU was printed. That's for this version.
The last time this card was on my mind, because I haven't played a lot of Modern, and it's typically a Modern card.
Right.
I know it's Pioneer legal now, but the last time it was on my mind was when we were talking about Dominaria United, and so I haven't even thought about the card in a minute. So
$13 nowadays.
Wow.
To get yourself a copy of Liliana of the Veil I had that, what you just said, Jake.
Wow, it must have just become fair. It's just like it's a fair card now.
It's a fair card now,
it's
and
just fair.
It was just reprinted in a set that provided it multiple versions. Look at the Dominaria United versions we've got. Base.
Wow.
Showcase.
Dude, you remember how much I
stamped
freaked out when you opened the foil Liliana in 2017?
Yes.
2017 one, and it was like, oh my god, we hit Scalding Tarn foil Liliana. It was like the pack of a century. So now it is just like $13, dude. This for me is low risk on a card that if for some reason it were ever to break out in a big way in Pioneer, you would want to have this.
Some insane madness card gets printed or something.
Something like that, or some card comes out that really pushes. Like, for example, if they were to unban Deathrite Shaman or something crazy where this comes out early or something like that.
Right.
This to me is pretty low risk. I do think the card has been out for so long, though, that people just know what it's capable of. There's sometimes where Liliana is just a dead card, you know?
Sure.
Where it's
but right now, $56 will get you a play set.
Yeah.
And it was so wild to me when I was like, I definitely want to do an episode of Great Pickups tonight while we're streaming. I told Jake, and I was like, let's just do a clock turn back. I'm going to go through sets one by one until I get to ones where I'm like, okay, we really haven't talked about this set in a while. I didn't have to go that far back before. And then I also started finding cards. And this one in particular, I was like, I don't think there's going to be anything in the Dominaria United that we want to discuss, but I'll look at it. And I went, oh, Liliana the Veil was in that set. What are these now? $13. Ahooga! And I was just like, okay, well, we'll talk about this set tonight, because that card in particular just now being a $13 pickup. And then I started seeing
Paragon was pretty high too when it first came out.
That one, Leyline came up in the ranks. This one was real low out of the gate, but then people started identifying it as a really strong one, especially with dual 2 basic type lands just nuking this. Sarah Paragon is down to $10 for the extended $6 if you just want to pick up a copy.
It's a good card too.
And this one was one pre-ordering in the 20-30 range at some points. Timeless Lotus and Plaza of Heroes, these were the two that were like the most controversial financial opinions about at the time, being a $25 card at the time. Should I sell? Should I keep? It's a Lotus. Jake and Joel, what do we do? We said sell. We said don't keep on this base copy, and now here we are
at 25.
At 25.
What is it now?
$13.
Yeah. I mean, a Lotus, a lot of the time, you want it to be 0. You want it to be, very cheap. This does cost 5 to get to.
But it does have a
banging ability.
Right, exactly.
It has a beautiful... what it does is amazing.
It's a Lotus, it's a mythic, it adds all 5. We always said this was going to be between 10 and 15 for the base copies, depending on how many copies there are above it. And with this one in particular, it wasn't one where we got, it was just a standard set that didn't get like March of the Machined out the wazoo. And so
or the Brothers War serialized.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
This was just a straight up, here's a standard set. There's nothing crazy. It harkened to simpler time. I really hope Eldraine, and it doesn't make sense for Eldraine to be a simpler set because it's where the variant era started, and so it makes sense to be like, we're going back to where it all began. We're gonna open up 6. We have collector boosters featuring new sticky and stinky rares, and so it doesn't.
God, I really hope they make those sticky foils with something high gloss. I think they could really do it with that.
It doesn't make sense to get back to simpler times in that set. But Dominaria United was a little bit simpler, he said, as he scrolled up to the 18 versions of Shieldred.
Yeah, you have the Shieldred, which is an amazing card. Oh my god. And then you have Liliana, you have Timeless Lotus. And then, after like Leyline Binding, Paragon, and the Plaza of Heroes, this set becomes kind of lackluster. The land slot in it, even though very good for Commander, the Pain lands people are not super high on those. They're very budget. They're good though.
We play them
a lot of times. You play that. We play that land.
Right. We are not high power commander players. Please go back and watch the VODs.
One Life
actually don't watch the VODs of us playing this month.
The One Life is negligible, and then having that colorless cost as well that it floats, it's very easy to play around needing the colored mana. So I love those lands. But yeah, a lot of this stuff ended up becoming very cheap, and so
even these specialty cards like the tribal stuff is just all super. I mean, Coalition Relic, this uncommon was pre-selling for $5, $6. I passed on purchasing this because I really wanted it for my legend deck, and I was like, there's no way this uncommon holds $4. Sure enough, down to $1.25. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You get down past like the Plaza of Heroes base copies, this row here, special version Solar Windgrace, Shivan Devastator, Sarah base, and Plaza base. This is kind of where it falls off as far as set goes.
But that means everything else in the set is super cheap.
For sure.
The Lost Legends cards were super rare, and maybe they should have just taken commons out, made it to where you couldn't pull commons in that slot. Maybe it could have just been uncommons, and there could have been less of them, but then whenever you did find them, it was a meaningful hit. But this is just experiment on their path to getting toward the serialized stuff.
And look at this, y'all. I mean, this is
so many Sheoldreds.
Well, and it's really wild because this is base copy right here is the 4th most expensive card in the set. Liliana the Veil's at 13 as the most expensive non-Sheoldred card. The next step up is $56 for the Phyrexianized Sheoldred.
Because people want to be able to read it.
Well, exactly, because it's the least right. Nobody can read this in tournament play, and you don't want to go through pulling up your phone. And so to actually play it, because this card is still being played in constructed format, Sheoldred the Apocalypse, this copy, everybody's like, I don't love this version. Art's kind of weird. Base version, and then you get up into your foils. Obviously, this is the coolest non-foil, at least to me. That's my personal opinion. And then you got the one with the matrix all over the front of it, and that's over $100. There is a $100 card in this set still. I think that's worth noting. That's not always the case, but right now, y'all,
well, those Sheoldred, remember, because is this Dominaria United? Oh, those Sheoldreds appeared in this product. That Phyrexian one did not.
This one here?
No, up the Ichor treatment.
Oh, these two here, these were collectors, weren't they?
I don't think that Ichor. I thought that Ichor treatment came out of.
This isn't the Ichor treatment. This is the different one.
Oh, Unarmed Puppy says they have the DMU set code.
Yeah, 435 DMU. These were the concept Praetors. I think these were just a low chance open in the collector boosters.
Oh, Ryan says they're from All Will Be One. Okay, so they just are popping up. Okay, so the Sheoldreds that appeared in DMU are the base copy, the Phyrexian one, and the showcase version.
Showcase one here.
Got it. Okay, good to clear that up because I was confused there for a second. Yeah. So those came up under the DMU set code, but yeah, it is, right? It's kind of confusing.
It's even on the card.
Yeah.
So there's not a $100 card in this set. Highest cost card is $70 in this set.
Yeah. Because Sheoldred, didn't it get hit with a ban? Where did it get hit with a ban?
No. This one's not banned.
Oh, no, it didn't. Okay.
If anything,
it's just legal and everything. Free ball in it. This card is amazing.
Well, I think it's only getting played in standard, maybe Pioneer.
Pioneer loves it. Yeah. Pretty sure Pioneer. I'm pretty sure Modern likes it too.
Does Modern like a 4-mana creature? I can't imagine Modern likes a 4-mana creature.
It has to be a backbreaker at 4 mana.
Yeah.
And that card is a backbreaker.
Yeah.
I would say that.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I think right now, the summation of all of this is that right now is a fantastic time to go and look at the 40K singles, base copy, non-foil, non-surge foils. I mean, this card was over $20 at one time, and it's down to $3. And look, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you lose a life and create a 2/2 artifact creature token. That's unbelievable. You're going to love that card. There's a ton of unique. If you want to go to look these up on Scryfall.
This set. I mean, I still love it. When we reviewed this set, we really couldn't talk enough about how much we loved certain cards in this set. And yeah, man, we've played these decks a little bit. I still have a few of them sealed that I never got to, but really cool stuff here, and an amazing IP crossover. Really liked this one, even though these were a little bit more expensive, these decks.
Look at this search right here, chat. If you want to go and look at the cards that are unique to this set. Set is 40k, minus is foil is going to get all the surge foils out of your way, and then minus is reprint is going to take the stuff out that were reprints, and you're going to be left with 164 unique cards in this set. And I'm promising you, you will find some cards in this set that are both $2 and cheaper and are so freaking good. I have played this card. I think I played this card on stream. It's so good. There's good cards in here. And then I think it's a nice time, as people's brains have moved on, to look at Dominaria United. Maybe you can get with a group of friends and figure out exactly where you can get this version of Sheoldred. Maybe consult an encyclopedia, tweet the president. I don't know. You'll get an answer. But then you'll look in here and you'll see, okay, there are some playables in here that now it's safe to go and check them out, because
yeah, if you're just trying to snipe singles and save money, I would say the same thing. We talked just for a moment about City on Fire from March of the Machine, but even a set as recent as March of the Machine and March of the Machine Aftermath, consider looking through a set like that as well. It's a set that just recently came out, but as quickly as people move on, a lot of these cards will go through their hype phase pretty quickly, where they come out and people have like a judgment on them, and yeah, look through these different sets and revisit them, because there's stuff that was really hyped when it first came out that may have some good playability, but there's just so many new cards to take in all the time that I think it's going to take a while for some of this stuff to be properly evaluated to see what's good and what isn't.
Haughty Gin, $1. Wasn't this card like $10?
I don't know. I would have to see the chart. I don't remember it. Obviously says I like the full art foil Painlands. Yeah, I do too.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good negative space in those arts. And
stained glass cards were good too. Yeah.
Universes within, so that's what they call those things, huh?
Yeah, City on Fire seems good. Even with that high cost, you can convoke it out.
Infinity Lands? Oh, that's an interesting question. Retro, what's up? Good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight?
Ben says, I'm still catching up on the 2x speed. Just got to the aluminum foil joke. Made me think of what it actually cool in sports cards is printing plates, usually 1 of 1 or like X of 4 for the colors used. I did get a set of the etched stained glass. I just like the art a lot. Nice. Retro MTG hanging out. What's up? Yeah, Infinity Lands. That's a good mention.
Oh, the non-foils of these are into the 30s. Ah.
Yeah. Huh. It's pretty good.
Okay, hang on. Who brought this up?
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Godless Shrine, $20.
Bro, okay, look. We're looking at the top 8 most expensive cards in this set. Obviously, they're the Space Galaxy foils, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Space is cool.
Looking
Space
at these,
is cool,
I mean, obviously,
like
this one's $141. It's the most expensive card in the set. Steam Vent Shockland. Yeah. But the non is only $33 now.
The non-Galaxy version like the foil version of that is probably pretty good too. I'll look it up right now. Foil steam vents, regular.
That is very interesting. We have a late addition to the episode of Great Pickups. Thank you to chat.
Yeah.
Isaiah De La Cerda, good point out here.
Yeah, $40 for the foil full art steam vents.
Wow.
That isn't the Galaxy version.
Hey, real quick, big shout out to William Isbister. All hail, new stream monarch, coming through with the 5 gifted. Yo, Dominique Jim.
Oh, nice.
Wellhelfkirk, you figure that one out. Enderwin. Make sure you say thank you to William for the gifted membership.
Hack. That's his name, Wall Hack.
Dude, I
think that's it.
I'm such a boomer. I'm like, come watch me play Halo on my gaming stream. I'll get out my eyes and put those on, and we can drink prune juice. It's Wall Hack. It's definitely Wall Hack.
Wall Hack.
Thank you, William Isbister. All hail. All hail. All right, so late addition to the episode of Great Pickups. We had wrapped this up, but here comes Isaiah De La Cerda with the hot, fresh information. And that is that. Look at these. These are the Shocklands from Unfinity, the non-Galaxy foil versions, but still ridiculously cool looking, at least from the perspective of someone who really loves sci-fi. The most expensive one is Steam Vents, and it's only $33 nowadays. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
Yep.
Not financial advice, but I didn't even know I was going to be looking at these, but now these are on my radar. These were so expensive they weren't on my radar.
The basics are nice too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. The basics from this are down to $1. They're not for every deck, but they are cool looking, and I could find a home for all 5 of them.
I like the foil versions of them.
Yes, dude. I bet in particular the foil planes of these looks not so. But yeah, this is definitely something that should be on your I'm interested in clicking on a YouTube video called Great Pickups radar. If you take nothing away from this video, take this hot tip that all of these are around $30 now. You might be able to go on eBay and snipe off some listings for like 18s and 20s of people who are anxious.
Let me see. Sacred Foundry. Let's see what that one comes in at for the Infinity version.
Non-foil. Non-Galaxy foil, non-foil. Orbit Basics. Yeah, these are the... Oh, sorry. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Chat. Orbit Basics. $1. Mountain is most expensive at $1. Plains is cheapest at 36 cents. And Scott,
wow,
you're killing it. Adam Paquette, absolutely destroyed these lands. Yeah, they're awesome. Like I said, the aesthetic's not for every deck, especially people that like to theme their lands to their deck or theme their whole deck. But you can find a home for these.
They knew how to get people to buy this set because, I mean, that's the pull for me. Without that,
they have to do it every time, right?
I'm not showing up.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if they put a 101 in the next unset? There's going to be so many copies of cards like Urza's Funhouse that is now an 8-cent rare.
1 of 1 mana crypt in there.
They just go balls to the wall. They're just like, now you're going to buy it, aren't you, stupid idiots?
Yeah, they're like, pick it.
Now you're definitely gonna buy the unset, aren't you, dingholes? That'll do it. Anyway, yeah, Spacelands, excellent late edition. Those are the great pickups. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Isaiah. Chicken Richard, what's up?
Yeah, that was Chicken Richard hanging out. I would buy it because I have a problem.
Yes, we know you do.
Everybody, if you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. This is a great way to support the channel with just the click of a button. Whoa, what do you have there?
You want to see my sealed deck?
Did you do a sealed deck?
I did a sealed deck on my own, on my phone.
Oh, nice. On your phone.
Yeah, phone is good for sealed because you just get all the cards and you can just kind of sit there and at your leisure build through them. I don't know about the deck, but I did win the very first game of it. I was going to play a game here to wrap out the stream if you wanted to. Just one.
Yeah, why not?
Best of one with this Lord of the Rings sealed deck. It's just kind of a red-green beats. That's just where it is and what it does. So it either works or it does not. Isaiah with the $5 super chat. Oh my god, I completely whiffed on his Bister with the Monarch. All hail the Stream Monarch is Bister with the 15 across the 5 gifted subs. Isaiah said $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much for that. There's 2 arts of the full art basics in Unfinity. I don't know why they're only showing those. Oh, interesting. Here, I can tab to that real fast.
Gotcha.
View all prints. Oh god, I've opened up a nightmare hole of all the prints of basic lands. Here we go. Oh yeah. There we. Oh dude, good pickup. This is even more generically useful. This just looks.
No, this is the one that I was looking at on eBay. These ones that don't have the big graphic in the bottom middle.
Without the thing.
Without that. Yeah, so those of all of the different basics are all really nice. I like all of those.
Yes.
Everybody, yeah, if you are here for the second time, or if this is the third stream you've been to, I know that we have a lot of people here that are usuals. If this is a stream that you've come to before and you think you're going to be back in the future, then I would encourage you to subscribe, because it does so much more than just sign you up for the next video. It recommends our videos to YouTube, and it tells us what stuff you like. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the stream, yeah, go ahead and give us a little subby wubby, baby.
We appreciate it. We really do.
All right, let's see what you got going on.
3
here,
in my sealed pool. I had 3 of these Rohirrim Lancers, and I ended up running 2 of them. But I was like 2 solid 1-drops. I think I can just build a red-green curve deck.
I mean, you can go pretty hard with that menace action, dude.
I'm not going to block that. If you want to pump that right now to get in for more than just one. 163 likes. Oh my gosh. On your way out, if you're not interested in watching sealed, I completely understand, and it's no big deal. Oh my god, we're so ahead right now. Please hit that like button on your way out. Thank you for hanging out tonight. We do appreciate it. Oh yeah, dude. Right now we are just curving exactly as Richard Garfield intended.
Yeah, we just, oh yeah, we got to 169. Let's go, chat. Yeah, I mean, if you have like combat tricks, I love them on that little 1-drop.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Instant speed here, instant speed here. 4/4, I want to get on the battlefield, and then we're online with Stu the Conies for a solid chunk. Let's not get cocky, chat. We're not cocky yet. We're not blocking that thing. If you pump this, okay, we're not pumping it. We are going to spend our mana on something besides pumping the 1/1. Amass 1. Okay.
Pretty good.
We need to try and kill that amass thing in its tracks. No, I think we're just gonna get online with our crusher here and keep the trainer rolling.
Yeah, this is a tough one, dude.
Next turn, though, we'll have enough mana to cast both our... We'll have enough to cast both our... We're not attacking. Both our stew and our friendly rivalry. So we'll be able to clean up and swing a nice swing. We'll see. They got their third color here.
Lemon, get out of here.
Now they can cast everything in their hand.
Lemon is trying to get butt scratches. Nice, dude. Your board looks good.
We'll see. If they go into cleanup mode here, if they develop more, Kind of want him to cast like a 5-mana do-nothing artifact. 2/4 kind of sucks to see. End step, if a creature died under your control, get a +1/+1. Sack a creature, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, sack your stuff.
Swinging in with the 3/3, huh? Creature tokens you control have death touch. I can't block there. Should I double block on this 3/3? Or do they have combat tricks? We don't have combat tricks right now. We're just going to wait. They can pump the Fire Leaper.
Good night, guys. Have to be up at 5 a.m. Billy, thanks for hanging
Billy,
out.
have a good night. We appreciate it. How's the path to full timing going, Scott? It's going. We've got some cool things on the horizon. Honestly, we're just both very like head down, focused, keep the work up. You know, it's not focused on the money. It's really focused on the quality. Ring
That's a good.
tempts you.
That's a good one.
Should we stay open with the combat tricks? Let's swing here.
I don't think they have a. Yeah, I like you staying up with the combat tricks.
We're
That's
just gonna
good.
swing, and we'll stay open with the combat tricks in case something happens here.
You can always. Yeah.
We're just punching.
Dude, scry 1 for good stuff the rest of the game. Yes,
Oh my
please.
god, yes, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that 1/3 scryer is so freaking good.
Mm.
I would want to like kill that over the 5/4 right now, honestly. I would keep your scry guy alive. That'll win you the game. Look, he wants to kill it.
No, that's a 2/4. It's
Oh
a
yeah, he
1/3.
can't kill it. It doesn't have death touch, that white black thing.
Beginning of
Okay.
your end step if a creature died under your control. And this is just deals damage and deals damage, so I think we just let this fly.
When you finish off the 2/4, that would be a good guy to finish off. If anybody that can poke him the rest of the way, is it worth it? Or would you rather just play out?
It had death touch because of Gothmog. Creature tokens you control have death touch. Damn. Wasn't aware. Okay, that's my mistake. We got to take a turn off here and just play another big one so that our cards are worth a crap down here.
Yeah.
At least now we're done with all that. We'll make this our ring bearer. Do they sack it just to nuke the lookout? No. Damn. Gothmog. I gotta learn this card. I was not correctly asserting that token had death touch. What can you do, chat? You had to gently uncurl a lot of your sample cards. That was the new aluminum foil cards you were opening?
Is the one ring OP and limited? Actually, it got passed to us a couple times.
Yeah. We saw it played a couple times in the streamer event, and it was fine.
Yeah, seems fair.
13. They got 3, 4, 5, 6 showing.
Scott says my sample pack was heavily curled. Put it under 80 basics for a weekend, flat as a pancake now. Nice. Lemon, get out of here.
What's the combat trick here? Like, I kind of just want to put it in front of the 2/4 and...
Why don't you put it... You can take that, though.
Yeah,
you know?
it's 6. It's not even half. If they can do an additional 7 on top of this as a trick, God bless. Okay, so that was 3. Oh, and can't you sack this thing? Equal to its power just to a creature, thank God.
Oh, so they're going to swing through and then maybe sack it EOT?
Yeah,
Kill something?
Yeah, but they can't do it to me is the good part.
Gaming Bob says they have the death touch combat trick. Ooh, take you to 4, though.
Yep. Yeah, we got to try and 4, 5, 6,
Kill
7,
'em.
8. Yeah, we don't really have the ability. So there's that. Deal 4 to the Spearmaster.
Maybe the Spearmaster. Unless they're going to sack something else. Can they?
No.
I think right now they're regretting this.
They have a deal of damage. Okay.
All right, what can you do to come back here? Because we got to stabilize. They're going to win just by sacking creatures. So that
I know.
Yeah.
I guess we will need a land after we draw Strider. We're not going to need, though.
He's a good threat.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still going to be another turn off from using my removal spells. I get to loot, right? I mean, I'm probably just going to discard the damn land.
Oh, do they just give you a copy of the One Ring in the bundle, Matt?
I don't think I'm attacking here, unfortunately. I've got to hope they can't just outright kill me here. They could go land. Yep. No, they would need another creature. So they got to go land here, play a creature that's a 2-drop. No, but they still don't have enough to outright kill me.
Yep.
I'll get one more turn.
Bob says they have Death Touch. Yep.
Yep, the tokens. Yes, yes. And we can't take 1 damage, so that Lothlorien Lookout is about to bite it.
Yep.
Okay, so they can't kill us this turn. There's the pass. Time for the cleanup step. +1/+1 until end of turn. And then if that creature has power 4 or greater, it gains first strike. So I guess we'll just do Stridesy boys. And then we do target creature.
2/4, 100%.
Oh, it's gotta be. That is the only target.
Yeah.
They don't even have the mana to activate it right now.
Yeah.
And then I suppose we're also at the beginning of your end step. If a creature, if a creature died under your control this turn, you draw a card. Or the creature tokens you control have Death Touch.
Creature tokens having Death Touch is pretty annoying, but maybe the other thing, making that 1/1 a nothing burger is pretty good. You're at 3. However, there is part of me that thinks you just do this and then you pass again. I don't think you swing with Strider. Maybe swing with just your 1/3 or something like that.
I'm just not gonna attack. I can still use the food. We can respond if shit gets weird.
Yeah, I like being able to use the food. Yeah. Right now you're stabilizing. You have a 4/4 that outclasses their stuff. So it's on them to answer it.
Mirror of Galadriel. This card has been really, really good in limited chat. Like right now they're just digging. So it buys us
so
another
that
turn.
will get out of. So if you do food here, then I guess you could start swinging with the 4/4.
Yeah, I mean we just need to clear and go.
Yeah.
Because 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, I was hoping they were going to swing with the token there so we could take the 1. And have 1 less blocker next turn. Enters the ring. The ring enters ring's temp. You can't be blocked. Oh, if it becomes blocked, that creature's controller sacrifices it. So I can do both of these things.
I think you just send Strider. You're going to take them to 6. And then things are going to get really dicey for them. Well,
I'm going to send Strider after I kill Gothmog. No, I have the 4/3 here to be a good blocker too. I think now it is safe to just go ahead and run this out. We can make Strider our ring bearer. We don't need to. And we don't need to loot, so it's fine.
You just want to scry away anything that isn't land,
Target creature you control. And up to one legendary creature you control. Deal their damage to a creature you don't control.
I think you go. Yeah, this is a good turn. That was a good turn for you.
All right, we're completely open and we're at 6. Hellbent and shields down. Nemesis 77, do your worst. Bring your pain.
You got your blockers.
Yep. There's a little scry. You can still activate mirror. There's a 2/2. They're refilling the board. God, dude. Every turn being able to draw a card, I've got to close this out.
But you have creatures that outclass, which is good. Maybe swing with your guy that lets you scry.
Oh, I could draw. Okay, is it worth it to give +1/+1 and first strike to Strider, or have a potential card to discard and attack with this, and so we loot?
Oh, does he make it to where you have to draw and discard?
No, the looter does. Yeah. That's why we haven't been swinging with it.
Yeah, I would say it's worth it to give Strider first strike and swing for 5. They have to block, and it's not going to be favorable for them.
Well, the thing is like this, you pay 3 and return it to the battlefield tapped, and so it just keeps coming back, and so we've got to get 2 creatures going. So we're going to give this +1/+1 in first strike. We're going to make this a 5/4, and I think we're sending both of these.
Yeah, definitely. And the elf.
I was going to just leave the blocker back. Okay. Well, there's a GG. And there's a Balrog. Yep, see, that's the problem. Is that this card drew them 2 or 3 cards?
Mm-hmm.
Plus the scry. You scry 1, then you draw. They were just digging for their Balrog, and we don't really have a Balrog in this deck. They said good game.
Oh, yeah, because they're just going to block all your stuff. Yeah, send the team.
Well, I need a legendary creature to block the Balrog.
Oh, gotcha.
You need to get tempted or something. Maybe they swing in. I eat food. I survive the hit.
Yeah.
And then crack back for 5, hopefully.
Yeah.
Balrog does not have trample. Just haste.
Yeah,
Balrog is a 7/5.
Eat food.
Horses have haste. Damn it. Dude, the card draw is just infinite here. Okay, so we're blocking the horse. Thank God. Jesus, thank God.
Yeah, just block with that shitty thing.
We block here. We eat
He's
the food.
tapped out.
Oh, what? I can't. Was there something keeping me from activating that during combat?
I don't know.
Is it some fucking setting, man? That's so frustrating. All I did was declare blockers. Oh, this is a treasure. This isn't a food.
Oh. Whoops.
Damn it, Wizards. You made me think that was a food. This is your fault. Fuck Fuck you, Wizards.
Good game. It was a good game.
It was a good game. They have a bomb. I don't have a bomb in this deck, and they dug to it really well.
It was fun. It was fun.
You got to do with what you can do with the sealed pool. Look at this sealed pool. What would you do with it? Here's the rares. Oh, no.
No, why don't you just run it back? Run one more. And then we'll call it.
Yeah, like, see, my top end is a 5/7 and a 4/5.
I think that maybe we should have just gone pedal to the metal with the scrying elf as much as possible to make sure that we didn't draw any lands. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. It was just at a bad point because it was looting every single time it attacked. And so I was down to like 2 cards in hand that I really, really wanted. And I was going to use both of them.
It should just scry. I don't think it loots, does it?
It was a ring bearer, and the second ability on ring bearer is when you attack, draw a card, discard a card.
Got it.
It was not attacking because it was just going to be dumping stuff into my graveyard because I wasn't going to choose anything over my 2 premium removal spells.
Right. Got it.
So it just felt weird to be poking in for 1. But the game ended and the opponent was at 5, so maybe it would have been worth it just to poke in for 1.
Yeah. Oh, you got a Farsight for land.
Yeah, I just scry 3 and put a mountain on top and call it good.
Yeah. Hopefully. But
opponent goes first.
It seems like
always goes first.
No, you have one dude and he's coming to, oh God.
Cool. That has forest cycling. So we just toss the Gimli's Fury back.
Ooh, forest cycling just saved your butt.
Yeah, I should have kept the opening hand. How about that?
Oh, there we go.
I could do this at instant speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point, we'll just wait on it. No need to do it right this second.
Right.
Yeah, see.
We might end up playing it, yeah.
Stay open with our removal. Next turn, we'll make a 2/2 and a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
They're just playing the land go situation over there. We're drawing only
Yeah, we're going to end up
lands.
casting that in, yeah. A turn early, maybe.
They had 0 responses. Are they getting mana screwed or something?
Possibly off a color.
Yeah. They have 4 mana now. Destroy an artifact or land. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool.
Well, cool.
Cool, man.
Okay, can you... Yeah. Seems good.
Shall you destroy my forest again? What if they went all in, forcing every Fire of Orthanc they saw? They were just like, that's what we're doing.
They're like, we're done. Over.
Target creature an opponent controls deals damage to its power equal to another creature that power controls ring tempts you. Okay. Now I've got the ring powers. Dun, 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 dun.
But you can get that 5-drop out, which is pretty good.
Enters the battlefield at mass 2 when you do until end of turn. Gain control of target non-legendary creature an opponent controls a power less than or equal to a mass. We'll wait on that.
Yeah.
You think go here instead of wait for 1 more land drop and go with the 6?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Man, no, I think that guy is just good. You probably just need to get a big beater out there. Or you can send out...
No, it's fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. This will...
You got stuff to do while you get to lands.
I'll get to loot here. I think we just pitched the forest here.
What does the far left card do?
3 damage to a creature. Loses indestructible.
Oh yeah, no, you can't
and
get
exile
rid of that.
Bye, forest.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about.
Now they have to answer 4/5 if they want to destroy a land. Yeah, exactly.
I bet they were off a color hard there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard off a color.
That was a fast one. We could do one more if you want. You know I love limited.
I love it, man. I really do. And I've been coming to terms with Arena. It's just a
great format.
Very fun way to play limited.
Or I mean, Arena isn't a great format, but limited is. And Arena is a great vessel for playing limited.
Correct.
Arena is not a format.
Hey, if you want to hang out and play video games, here, I'm going to do a little ad real fast. That's a gaming channel I've got. Playing a lot of shooters and strategy games over there. Posting some videos. Xbox Gamer, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Opponent goes first, by the way, but we are playing Batman, so we lose. Go drop a sub over on that channel. I'd really appreciate it. Jake, you know those art assets? I'm trying to speak vaguely. You know those art assets? I mean to talk to you about that I'm tracking down right now.
Mm-hmm.
The original artist that we had do them doesn't work that site anymore, so I've had to go and find somebody else. But the goal is still the same and the ask is still the same. I just sent them what we already had.
Okay.
All right, so we got a little combat trick. Look at this. This +3/+2 on that menace thing is such a good trick. We find our 2-drop after we swing in with our menace. Sorry, pal. Then we drop our 1/3 that blocks beautifully and is going to let us scry for more lands. This is the curve. This is the curve.
Don't have trouble with the curve. Oh, wow. Natural Jund on turn 3. Seems good.
Luckily, I don't think they have the ability to sacrifice my thing. They're just going to attack us with it. Tilting. That's a little tilting. Quite a little tilting. It's a little making me tilt.
Okay, what is that? A saga?
Masterworks 1 and Masterworks 2. Creatures I control get +1/+1 game menace. That's when we go for the win. So, we just get this going.
I guess so, right?
Let's stay open with our combat tricks. Because I think we're just going for it here.
So that plays well with the amass idea.
Mm-hmm.
They might just let this go through because their crackback's going to be -5 if they decide to just...
Really need a second mana. It's going to take like 2 spells per turn. Games are you playing? David, I've been all over the place so far. I like shooters. I like strategy games. I'm definitely going to be playing Starfield when that comes out on Xbox. Wow! Orcish Bowmasters, here to kill my token. Do you want to sacrifice your creatures for cards? Yep. Sack the 1/1, draw a card.
Wait, I lost chat.
You lost chat?
Oh, there's chat. Oh, there's chat. Okay, good. Back. All right, well, you have stuff to do. That's for sure. I like him. That seems like to be right on target with what you're trying to do. The amass guy is good as well.
I'm kind of feeling this next turn, one big turn, because everything's going to get +1/+0, gain menace, and then I can steal one of their things and swing back.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm feeling like this.
I also like the treasure. Get treasure out there and grow your guy.
Yeah, extra mana.
Yeah, an extra mana could be big next turn if you want to do something for 5, you know?
Yeah, I could Fury and Improvise Club. If we draw a land, I can one of my 3s and one of my 2s.
Maybe send your guy, ensure that you get the land. We got to find that land.
Another removal is not what we need. We need mana. Okay, so they got a They got to realize we got a pretty cool move coming next turn.
Yeah. 100%. They know that that's coming.
All right, they play a 4/4 menace, they go.
That's good.
Damn.
That is good. All right, so I mean, if you go big turn here, I guess it would be playing the guy that makes your menace, your army bigger.
Well, and then we can steal the 4/4.
Oh, that's a massive turn. That is a massive turn.
But their crackback is likely to be pretty mean
4,
as
5,
well.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're at 11.
Yeah. Maybe just keep back something as a blocker for whatever they crack back with
But
their
also
biggest thing.
sack
You have to
this
keep in mind they're
treasure.
going to want to block stuff too.
Right. God, I just wish we had one more mana because we could get there, I bet.
Yeah.
Nah, let's do a thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it's even more now.
Yeah. They can't take all that. They can't take all of it. They're going to have to mitigate in some capacity. Joel's like, yes, we are taking the land.
I would like to choose to keep the forest, Trebek.
I would like to choose to do the land. Take the 4/4 math is for blockers. That's right.
Oh, wow, they're killing all of their stuff.
See? Yeah. They're just like, whatever keeps me alive. That card is such a good swing, dude. Good turn. That Saga set you up.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Saga's good. So now
Unbelievable.
they've got a 4/4 menace.
They got a 4/4. You're gonna take
And
some.
we can remove a. Oh, they've got a 3/4 now because they don't control any orcs. I bet they're gonna wipe the board or something. Nope, just play a 6/4 trampler that we can kill with improvised club and swing through.
Yep. Your board is small. You got to rebuild a little bit.
Yep.
And we need to draw land.
Luckily, we are gonna do that. We're just improvised
are gonna do
clubbing
that.
the Oliphant like immediately.
Yeah, and then is there any way that we can favorably? You can keep poking in with your 1/1, which is good. What does Gimli's Fury do?
3/2.
wow.
If it's legendary, also gains trample.
Oh, that's really good. You
Yeah.
could just
I
swing
can-
out and do everything at instant speed, right?
Well, I want to pre-kill the 6/4.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
what I'm
your
gonna do.
1/1 is going to end up being your guy who wins. Your menace 1/1, not the
Choose
guy
any
on the far
target,
right.
4 to any target. Oh wait, I can go 4 at their face too. Yeah, because 3 is gonna get through.
Oh yeah, just swing out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We almost missed that. Keep that on top in case. But this should be correct. They block whatever. They block whatever. We grow the one they don't block, and then we improvise club when they do block at their face.
Okay.
I'm
So
going full control.
Gimli's the guy who did not block, who was not blocked.
The Lancer.
Correct. All right, and now
Choose any target. Sack a creature.
yep, that guy. All right, and now we're gonna find out if it worked. Looking like it did. Let's go.
Found the line.
Good.
We defeated Batman.
We defeated, dude. They had a good moment where I thought they were making a comeback on us. We clutched that,
man.
got out of there.
I'm loving turning that one around. Yeah, that felt lost at one point. I was like, ugh.
That was good.
Shoo
That was good.
wee. I don't want to hear it, Hafiz. Hafiz goes, remember, it's a treasure, not food. I don't want to hear it. All right, 3-1 with this sealed deck. Not bad. Got half the buy-in back. Plus, we'll end up with 3 packs, and we got 2 losses to try and crank it up a little bit more.
Nice job, dude. Nice job. Clay says, I haven't read them either, but I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the movies years ago, and then I went back and rewatched all the movies just a few weeks before pre-release. Kind of got me excited about the set. That's nice. Yeah, the saga was legit, David. That saga ended up being some really good damage for us.
3 mana that is eventually going to put 3 power on the battlefield.
And give the team menace.
And then give another power to everything and give it all menace. And so you're like building up towards that final saga chapter by just dropping more shit.
What does the final saga chapter do?
+1/+0 and menace to every creature you control.
Oh, so you get the +1/+0 until end of turn. That's so good.
I'm telling you, man, the +1/+0 to entire team is not to be overlooked. Especially when everything has menace. Stupidly good. They can
saga. There's
especially in limited. It's just it's a ton of value in limited.
It is a ton of value because you're making that investment once, and then you just get these passive residual amazing effects each turn.
I'd say it's kind of a mid. It's a mid card. It's a mid plus card. That saga that I played plays a 1/1 that can be aced easily. Can play then makes a 2/2 or makes that 1/1 a 3/3. And then you get the sweep if they see it coming. So it's like, okay, I know they're working toward a big turn with this, and they're going to try and go wide as much as possible. I'm going to go into cleanup phase now instead of waiting for 2 turns so that they don't have shit.
To kill stuff early.
Exactly. You just switch gears. You go, all right, look, next 2 turns we're playing cleanup. We were going to establish a board first, but we don't want that saga to hit us for 1,000.
Right. Exactly.
No, Bob, it does not surprise me at all. This set was called a modern set so people could stomach the high price. That's all this was. This was a collector's set. You're fooling yourself if you don't think that this was a collector's set first, a commander's set second, and a limited set third. That's it.
Yeah, I think
there might be some modern playables eventually, but that was to stomach the price.
Think pushing it as a modern set was their way of getting people to accept the high price point, because I don't think Lord of the Rings needed to be an extremely expensive thing, but it is, even if you're getting just the draft box.
When people are paying it. The product is worth what people will pay.
Yeah, that's right. You can be like annoyed by the market, but the market is the market. People are going to pay what they pay. So if people are paying 400s for boxes, then people are going to pay 400s for boxes, you know?
I will admit, Jake, I open up Twitter maybe 2 more times a day than I did prior to this set coming out and getting opened a lot. Just because I know as soon as it gets opened, if it's public, it's going to be literally everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going to spread like wildfire. 100%. Yeah. I'm just ready to get these boxes at not boxes, but these cards at a very cheap price, because there are some really good cards that we've talked about. So
Nitpicking Nerds tweeted 5 hours ago, as you probably know from our last video, Joe Cherries has stepped away from Nitpicking Nerds, but I'm keeping the daily content flowing. This week is going to be all shorts, but I'm returning with long form videos and a new co-host Monday, June 26th. It will not be Nitpicking Nerd. It will stay Nitpicking Nerds.
Oh man, that's crazy. You know, I remember like years ago seeing those guys when we were at like 1,500 subs and they were sitting around like 4,000 or 5,000 and just being like, we just got to keep it going. And yeah, I mean, the times change.
Oh wow, Commander Mechanic and Mental Misplayer doing this what do you call this? Customized. It's a good idea. Prof's idea for doing custom, precons.
Custom decks.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. Putting this packaging in the thumbnail for your deck tech makes a lot of sense.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. If you have enjoyed this stream, click like and subscribe. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about surge foil prices. We also had a recent video just come out before this stream if you want to watch it. Joel had an amazing video come out yesterday if you want to watch it. The one earlier today was about PokeRev opening some Lord of the Rings collector boxes, which is a pretty big deal. That's a 2.1 million subscriber channel. And he cracked into some boxes. And then just yesterday, Joel released a video called The Sins of MTG, where he went over a bunch of the more scandalous sides of the game's history.
It's got a positive spin. It's not just shitting on wizards.
It does. It does have a positive spin.
There is a demon lady in the thumbnail, but it's got a positive spin.
The demon lady is there to get you in the door.
Invite people inside.
That's right. She's there to invite you in the door.
David, we appreciate that love. Yeah, RMP. Yeah, Cherry's made a vid on it. Yeah. That was not the new news. Sorry, I was very unclear on that. The new news from that Nitpicking Nerds tweet for me and Jake was that Joe Cherry's Beezy has somebody else coming on. I don't want to say the word replace because that's not right. But Beezy has somebody else coming on as his co-host. You know, there was speculation between us. Is it going to be a co-host or is it going to be the Nitpicking Nerd and just call it? Because there's a lot of implications on both sides of that choice. And so we were just privately wondering. We had both spoken to him in DMs, but haven't had a lengthy conversation about everything that went down. So other than pleasantries, we hadn't talked to him. So that was news to us. But the Joe Cherry's stepping away, doing his own thing, Beezy continuing on with the Nerds channel, that was not news to us.
Yep.
Matt, I appreciate
that.
That's right.
Everybody have a wonderful night. We appreciate y'all hanging out for this stream tonight. We had a blast making it for you. Yeah, I'll be live on Joel Bozo over the weekend, most likely. Had a really fun playing the fun time playing the new season of Fortnite.
I'll get that going with me soon. That would be fun.
Yeah. But other than that, we'll be back live next Monday with the fourth and final two-headed giant game of the month. We'll see if we can go 2-2 on the month. Jake, what do you think our chances are?
I think it's possible. I'm going to put as many mill pieces in as I can, and we're going to divide our strategies as far as possible and see if we get there.
Maybe I need to play Brim as a decoy
mill
commander, but build black-white mill instead.
I don't even know what cards you could pick. There's like maybe some black cards.
We could double down on the untap everything and mill everything card. Isaiah Pierce. Yeah. Levi's, good to see you.
Bobby Z says the 1 ring is in an Amazon box. All the LGSs around me are sold out of LOTR collectors. That's wild. Isaiah, have a good night. Night, guys. Fun stream. We appreciate you. Everybody, yeah, thank you so much for hanging out.
Levi said the demon lady definitely got the click from me. Well, there you go.
Nice. There you go.
Welcome her to the family. She's the newest member of Jajam. But if we say her name, she does rise up from the ground through a fiery portal. So we definitely don't say her name.
We do and should not. Yeah. It's a good way to say it.
We do and should not. I hate it when you accidentally say her name, you know, just like in the middle of the night and she raises up from a fiery portal. Like, what do you want? I was watching the new season of Black Mirror.
Oh man, dude, the new season of don't even get me started on that. New season of Black Mirror was like,
I told you, man.
Completely forgot about what they were supposed to do.
Oh really? Bad, huh?
Bro, it's like they forgot about what their prompt was, like what their mission statement was. Like they have like a couple creature of the week tales that feel like a grown-up Goosebump book. Like they really missed the mark on a couple of these. It bummed me out, man, because like some of the early Black Mirror is like hauntingly real. Like you could see it happening.
Jake, for me, take this opportunity of being disappointed in a series and not wanting to watch it. Take that energy of wanting to watch a series and go watch the first 2 episodes of Succession And
I've watched the first season and a half, and then Annie got mad at me because she was like, "Why did you start watching Succession?" And I was like, "Because I've been wanting to watch Succession."
My God. So you know the characters
for
bro.
a month, and she's like, "No, you have to wait for me. It's amazing." And I was like, "You didn't even care about Succession until you heard that everybody was excited about the finale on TikTok." And she's like, no, you have to watch Succession with me. And then I was like, well, you have to catch up, and you have to watch a season and a half, because I tried to wait for you to watch Succession.
I know the first episode was fire. The whole show is fire. But I always tell people, look, it's a very good show, but I don't want you to go in with risen expectations because I've hyped it up so much. And so give yourself the first 2 episodes to really see if you like the characters and the story's compelling, etc. I know the characters are compelling. I know the stories are compelling.
I got to where one of the kids played by Kieran Culkin goes to like management training and meets the one guy from Severance. Like, that's where I am right now, and Andy got mad at me and told me to stop. And so that's where I am in the show.
All the characters are sublime. The ending was sublime. The whole show was sublime. It's just a perfect Severance 4 seasons.
Top tier, dude.
Severance is fantastic. Severance is one where I wish that they would just be like, that was a successful thing, moving on. Let's not have season 2, season 3, season 4 where we like have to fight the Minotaur in the labyrinth and you're like, no, I promise it makes sense. You just got to get there.
Severance, if it was perfect, ends up being like Barry, where Barry is like done, and I'm fine with that. I like shows that end. Right. I'm good with
Still
shows that end.
haven't watched the last season of Barry yet. That's on the to-do list. I'm gonna need to go back and rewatch like season 3 before I get into that one. But yes, dude, Severance. My God, I can't recommend that show. It's in my top 5 easily.
Severance is art of the cliffhanger. Dude, I was telling people this is how Severance happened for us. We watched the first episode and we were like, oh, okay, that's really good. And then the next session, we watched like 2 episodes of it, and we were like, this is a really good show. And then the final session, we like started at like maybe 10 at night. We watched 1 episode, and then we binged the whole rest of the season, and we finished it at like 3 a.m. and we were like, why did we do this? But we just like had to figure
through the
it
whole
out.
thing in a weekend, because it's not like the cliffhangers are even like Lost style cliffhangers, like there's a monster or there's a big hole. They would just continually introduce so much intriguing shit that you're just like, what the hell is that now?
Yeah.
And it's almost like an improv game, the scenes with the company stuff that happens, like it's time for your 1 picture, you get to choose your song for your 1 dance, that kind of shit that they would do. All of the characters are just yes-anding because it's old hat to them, but we're looking at it through the new character's eyes. But any of that shit, I just for some reason love that dynamic of when you've got a fish out of water story and we're experiencing it through the main character's eyes, very common, but they get thrown into a situation where everybody's doing something that for them is very routine, but for the character is very odd. And that happens like once an episode, if not more, in Severance, because it's protocol. It's all the protocols. That's what the whole show's built around, is all the protocols. And dude, that was a very good show. But yeah, Succession, also good. Fire ending.
Everyone in Succession is a horrible person, essentially.
Fire ending. Just the whole show clicked. It's done now. They can't run it into the ground.
Yeah, don't spoil that, because I am going to get to that at some point.
No. It's like unspoilable. It's just so good. I could tell you what happens and you would go, what?
Yeah. Well, look, we talked too long. Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for a preview of our upcoming channel. What did Annie call it?
I don't know.
Jake
what did
and
she call
it? She had a good name for our TV and movie channel.
Oh, she did, didn't she? I forget.
We'll think about it and get back to y'all. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
We miss you. We love you. See you on Monday, if not before. Bye-bye.